Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Godness. I want goddamn. So I said it. It's Friday. Takeover Legends, Michael, Shawn, and Takeover Legends right here. It goes down. Michael, Shawn, J Black, Sexy Mo. Shawnee Scott is still somewhere on the beach.
Was saying in her butt.
Crossing Guard Chronicles. That Crossing Guard that she's been dressing up for each day. I think it's something happened. I think he took her out to an island or something.
Well, it's Friday. J Black can't really do Shawnee Scott's job the way she does it.
No, I can't. But I can do this.
See, IG Live, you can't see my dance.
Morning, Ash.
I haven't posted
Good
that
morning,
in a minute.
Ashley.
I'm about to post that today on my Friday.
Good morning, J Pearls.
J Pearl 718. That's that New York City.
Send me your request, y'all.
Shawn Robinson.
What good morning. What's good? I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. I got the coffee mug. I'm about to get my concoction popping and see if that can wake me up after the comedy show last night. We got some festivities that jumped off at the comedy show last night that were crazy. Shout out to everybody who came out to it was an amazing show until the festivities jumped off and somebody decided they was gonna take their personal situation to another level.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Good point, Shawn. That was my fault.
You know, Shawn.
Who are you talking? The square has moved. Okay, J Black.
No.
J Black was trying to pull some funny business. I'm glad you picked up on that.
No, I would have caught on.
So they got some. I don't even know if this is true. Did R. Kelly collapse when he got charged with it? Because they got some.
There's so many stories going around.
Yeah, they got some actual joints where he collapsed. Then they got Gayle King. Yo, let me tell you something. If you've ever done anything in your life, if there's anything that you have in your past, like I'm just saying, when Kobe Bryant passed away in that helicopter, Gayle King was the person who brought up the charges that he was found not guilty on. And she got one of the girls to come on her show and whatever it is, I don't know, CBS,
We can't.
Yeah, and came up there and said I lied about everything, and Gayle King was just sitting there licking her lips, just like, you lied about everything, and she was like, I lied about everything. So the monster R. Kelly, and they put it out there like he basically told one girl, she said he would come in and say, you have 5 minutes to tell me the truth. I've already spoken to the other girls. And tell me the truth and be honest. You have 5 minutes before you get thrown around this room. And I was like, wow.
Because she did the initial interview, remember?
Yeah, she said, I lied. She said, what'd you lie about? She's like, I lied about everything.
Everything.
We were trained and whatever. Good morning, Kelly J. Good morning, Kelly J. Good morning.
So I think we might have a clip from that if we want to jump right into the Ariel. What's how you pronounce the name?
Ariel. Azriel.
She was never trapped in my closet. I don't know.
So she was never trapped in your closet.
I don't know what her name is. I just saw her TV. Is that R. Kelly gonna talk or who we got?
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see who's gonna talk.
I know that he knows that he is guilty. People told him. People tried to warn him. People tried to help him. He didn't care. He was selfish. He was greedy. He was a pedophile, and he never, not once, wanted to get help.
You said people tried to warn him. What do you mean? How so?
Meaning like assistants. They would tell him, these people are minors.
Well, there's more of Gayle's interview with Azriel.
So, according to that, he knew. He knew.
I mean, Gayle be making a lot of money.
Listen, Oprah set her up.
And the words going to jail. She be making
Oprah has set her up in a nice position. And let me tell you something. when she did the first interview, if y'all remember when she did the interview with R. Kelly, and he got up and he was ranting and raving, and she acted like she was just like all so scared and fearful, and it was a crazy ass interview.
Yeah, but she composed. So I'm just saying, like this, it's I don't know. I mean, Joe Biden,
get them back on to recant after her first interview is major.
Yeah,
and it's going to be damaging too if the lawyers go back to try to.
I just want to say
appeal.
this: R. Kelly is not a superstar right now,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that CBS is spending so much time actually getting these interviews is just.
Well, it is compelling.
Well,
it is.
No, it's not for the rest of the country. If it was the opposite way around, when R. Kelly was a superstar, he wasn't getting this much attention on CBS.
Mm-hmm.
It's a marginal story that in our communities is big, but the fact that they've highlighted it so crazy just makes me giggle, because I'm like, okay, y'all weren't highlighting R. Kelly when I believe I can, and I don't care about R. Kelly. I'm not I'm just saying it's funny how the agenda is really weird.
Mm-hmm.
How now somebody who the majority of their audience doesn't relate to is a big story. But go ahead, play, go. Whatever.
Yeah, I just extended another version, extended clip.
Mm-hmm.
But I look back at the interview that we did originally, and I'm wondering how you go from that young woman who was very clear. Then I have no judgment here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to understand your process. It was consensual. She was in love with him. She felt he cared about her, to making the decision to take the stand against him.
I feel like that interview was a blessing because, like I said, for 5 years, since I was 17, I didn't have any relationships with any other women except for women that he had been intimate with. And so when I did that interview with you, I instantly regretted immediately how I reacted. And
you did? You regretted it?
I did. And I don't know, something about just watching you be very casual and calm and collected. And it just reminded me of me. I was like, wait a minute. I used to be that poised. I used to be that calm. What happened to that girl? Where did she go? Mm-hmm. And after that interview, when we went back to Trump Towers, I knew that he knew that by seeing you, it has shifted something in me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Shifted to what?
It kind of made me kind of wake up in a sense and realize, why am I acting like this? Why am I putting myself through all of this misery? Why am I exploiting myself for a man whom has me in this position in the first place, And I really had to come to terms and, realize that it wasn't love. Love doesn't hurt,
Love doesn't hurt.
Yes, if you're on IG Live, we're watching the clip right now. That's why we tried to download Media Room 360. I'm trying to get Mo on here. I don't know what's going on. Download Media Room 360, or you can go to Media Room 360 YouTube and watch the whole situation. And yeah, we're watching what's her name? Gail do the interview. And I feel sorry for the girls. Like I totally feel sorry for the girls.
You feel sorry for them?
Yeah.
You don't feel like they were manipulated and led astray and run amok and all that stuff. You don't think that he was a major influence on them and kind of like brainwashed them?
I said I feel sorry for him. So wouldn't that mean everything you just said?
On the flip side, I thought you were saying that you felt like you didn't feel sorry for them because they were, they had enough influence, they had enough family trying to help them, and they decided to stay with him. I mean, that's what
Where did you get that from? When I said I feel sorry for him?
I thought you said I don't feel sorry for them. I don't know why I thought I heard that. That's what I thought that you said. You did not feel sorry.
I said CBS News has promoted this on something that doesn't even hit the majority of their audience. There's no, they're.
Good morning, Jacqueline.
I never said I didn't feel sorry for them. Like,
wait,
how did you get that?
I thought I heard. So I was doing a couple things. I thought I heard
you
you
didn't
say
hear
that.
any. Like what?
I thought it's too early right now. I thought I heard you say, "I don't feel sorry for them." Like she was an adult.
What?
At a certain point, she knew. That's what I thought. I thought that was the angle you were taking.
There's something in your
No.
mind that makes you hear what you want to hear, J Black.
That's what Jay Black wants to say. I said CBS. It's just amazing to me that a story about an artist that in his height, they would not have put this big a deal on him. Now, I know the majority of their audience doesn't know who R. Kelly is. That's all I said, but they're going to put it out there. I don't feel sorry for R. Kelly, and I feel sorry for the girl. And she said what she had to say. Like, I don't know where Jay gets. Goddamn, don't ever let Jay interview you. Jay ever.
Jay will put things in your mouth and have you questioning yourself. Like, wait a minute, did I say that?
I said, I don't feel sorry for them.
He don't feel sorry for them.
Like, how did you hear that?
That's what I thought I heard. I'm being honest. Maybe because I was so focused on Shiny not being here, trying to find the Azriel clip. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I missed.
We know you can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time.
There's a little challenge for some people. Say, rub your stomach and tap your head. Like, yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh goodness, no, okay, I can't.
So, all right. Now I get your position. I get Mike Sean's position and related to the R. Kelly.
I don't care what you get anymore. He be making his own thing up in his own. He got voices.
Yes. Are you hearing voices, J Black?
I don't know what that was. That was the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Kelly got the comment on telling people how to find Media Room. All right.
Media Room 360. Just go download that. Y'all can see the clips and everything like that.
Yeah, because Mike said he cares that R. Kelly took advantage of those young ladies. Good job, Mike.
Well, thank you, Kelly. Kelly is on it. She knows Shawnee gone. She knows J Black, can't do 2 and 3 things at the same time.
Kelly?
I need a board.
I have never been to R. Kelly groupie anyway. Like, but the rest of the country,
I mean, I have been in love with R. Kelly's
they become groupies.
music.
They become groupies over something because they like something. They like their acting. They like their music. I don't care. Like I can still listen to an R. Kelly song and be like, dude is disgusting. Still, some parent should have stabbed him in his chest. I can still do that. Like, I don't know why we can't equate everything and just be adults and be like, yo, I really watched him in his movie. He was really good. And he should still get caught out there in an alley and get destroyed. Like, I forgot. I don't know when the human brain couldn't decipher all that stuff. Like,
well, we have a long time of not being able to separate our superheroes and our artists away from the actual person.
But we don't have a long time because we was quick to throw people in jail back in the day. It wasn't even that long ago. It wasn't even that long ago. Like, if I found out like one of my favorite rappers molested a kid, I'm like, I'm done with him. But the music is out there. We want to act like the music is gone. Like, it's still there.
They say, can you separate the artist from the person?
All day. We separate presidents from the person. We got people on our dollar bill who own slaves and raped slaves.
Right.
And got them pregnant, Ben Franklin.
But we only talk about the good that they do.
Thomas Jefferson, not Ben Franklin. Thomas Jefferson. Rape slaves.
His music is the truth. He's on fire, but he's a problem. Yeah, so
and
you gotta separate Robert from R. Kelly. You separate Bill.
Y'all be acting like R. Kelly was Stevie Wonder. Like, okay, y'all.
No, Cliff.
If you listen to R. Kelly songs, like this is another unpopular opinion. R. Kelly was Drake, the original Drake. He found him a lane, and every song was basically the same song. Except when he made remakes. Like, if you listen to his songs, they're the same tempo. Drake got this from R. Kelly. It's the same tempo.
The R. Kelly blueprint.
The blueprint. It's a cookie cutter, like, Step in the Name of Love, and everything is in the same mode.
It works.
It works.
It works.
Nah. Stepping is not. Yeah. Yeah. Then there was another one. Yeah, you're right. It sounds very similar to "Step in the Name of Love." I forgot the other name of that one. I say it sounds just like
They
it.
were very simple songs. The lyrics were very simple. If you break it down, they were very simple, and that's why they worked. No, I don't have a hoodie on today.
Damn.
Tam be on it.
On it.
I came from the comedy show, woke up and did the show. So what y'all think about the Super Bowl halftime show is gonna be dope. Yeah, they got Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, and there's somebody else.
Mary J.
And Mary J. Blige. I don't know how Mary got in there. It was a whole West Coast show, and they got Mary in there.
To be fair,
you gotta be balanced.
Balance it out.
Some of the East Coast.
It's in LA, so they're gonna do it. They'll rock out. I don't care about the Super Bowl show. The Super Bowl show means nothing to me. Like, everybody sits there and watches the Super Bowl show. I honestly,
you don't enjoy the Super Bowl, like when Beyonce's performance for that year, you wasn't like, oh snaps,
to another level that year. It was different.
No, because to me, it's all part of the propaganda. And I know I'm part of the propaganda, so all I want to do is watch the two halves of football that I'm into. Like, everything else is just like, whatever. But we get caught up in whatever. And Beyonce's performance was amazing, and all that good stuff. But it really, but Eminem, Dr. Dre, yeah, I didn't care about like.
The Prince one stood out to me. The Beyonce stood out.
Of course, the nip slip. The nip slip with
Janet and Tim.
And
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
It's all the people who who watch football on that Sunday, and then if something bad happens, they'll criticize it, but they ain't watch all the other Sundays, and it's just a Super Bowl, the festivities happen. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah, the Weeknd's performance, that just went by me. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind. Good morning, Kathy. Yeah.
How do you say out of sight, out of mind when he was the whole halftime Super Bowl?
He doesn't stand out. It wasn't memorable to me. It wasn't like, oh my God, Beyonce stood out. Like certain ones stood out.
Yeah, because that's in your focus. Like
Prince stood out.
The Weeknd is one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah,
he can be, but that doesn't mean that his performance has to be legendary
to you.
To stand out. To me, that's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in your goggles, in your lenses, the only thing but that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even. That's why I don't even get into the whole thing. Like, Beyonce's performance was good.
No, just good. For you saying it was good, it was good.
Of course,
they all lip sync. They all lip sync.
Nothing topped the titty popping out from Janet. So I don't know. We're still talking about that.
Yeah, but even I don't care how dope you are. It's all a bunch of lip syncing. It's a Just think about it. It's a halftime. Yeah, Michael Jackson was all lip syncing. All.
I'm trying to even remember.
The dog. He was the one who popped up of different screens. It was like 1990 something. He popped up in different screens and did a whole bunch of like. I got it. Michael Jackson's amazing, but the halftime show is all just choreographed.
It's about performance. It's about performance. Yeah, it's about
TV. It's not even about performance. It's about TV. How you look great on TV,
right?
And you manipulate the. I don't sit there and watch the halftime performance. I bounce.
Well, the halftime performance is supposed to be like a ooh ah moment, like it's supposed to be like this big production, but I think that this is starting to get watered down year by year. It's just like a regular concert, nothing spectacular.
Do we say Snoop Dogg was on it? Snoop Dogg's on it too.
Yeah,
I mean, the lineup is dope. The lineup is, I mean, if you look at it,
is Snoop Dogg really a dope performer, yo?
I mean, just the nostalgia of having Eminem.
Whoa. I asked the question. Is Snoop Dogg really a dope performer?
You're like, yo. Well, when he did Murder Was a Case back in the day.
Once again, y'all keep adding all these words. Yes or no? Is Snoop Dogg really a dope performer, y'all?
Performance-wise, I would say no. But it's the classics and all of the just his presence and his persona that carries him. Yes, that makes it exciting.
The hits.
Nobody ever wants to be honest.
I mean, no, I just said his
like
show
Mo
is
was
not
honest. Jay
dope.
Black don't even. It's Snoop Dogg a really
his show
dope
is not
performer.
stellar.
I was saying when he performed "Murder Was the Case of the," well, I don't know.
That was
the
on the
Source
MTV
Awards.
Awards. I'm asking you in general.
That was fire.
Are you gonna go and pay? Are you gonna pay $100 to go see Snoop Dogg perform?
Snoop Dogg a dope performer.
If concert wise, seeing him perform his hits at a show, it's a show and it's good. Yes, it's worth it. Now, if you're talking about, is he going to give me the Kanye effects? Is he flying around hooked up to some wires on the stadium? If there's explosions and with
No.
20
I want
choirs,
him just on stage by himself. Is he a dope performer?
just standing there, just going side to side.
Yeah, is he a dope performer?
No, he's not. He's Mariah Carey. He's not going to wow you.
No. He's not Mariah Carey. He's not.
I'm talking about standing still. Mariah just standing
because
still.
Mariah Carey's going to amaze you with her voice.
Yeah, but Snoop got lyrics. I go to the show. I think it'd be a show. Yeah.
Snoop
no, you ain't said. I said I would go to a Snoop show.
No, you
absolutely.
said Snoop got lyrics.
No, I said it's about the lyrics because you're singing along. You know all the words. That's what makes a show fun when you can sing along. Remember, I told you like verses is a vibe.
So did you
like,
answer
you
the question? Yes or no?
You never answered the question. You would be a terrible character witness. I would not want you on the stand on my behalf.
Martini, I think that's Queen Born. Yes, on her other page.
Is he a dope performer? I'm still asking. I'm still waiting for the answer. Jay Black.
Is he a dope performer?
Yeah, that's been the question. Like Mo literally answered this within 4 minutes.
Yeah. I'm processing because when you say perform, I'm trying to get you're weighing that against other people, or you just saying I will go see him. So if I would go see him, I would say that would be a good performance.
I agree with Jennifer. She said the old Mariah will amaze you, but the new Mariah will just scream.
My question was, is Snoop, because you don't answer the like, what are you scared of?
I'm not scared of anything.
Okay, so just answer a question for once on this show. Is Snoop a dope performer?
Yeah, I think he is. I think the
performance that's it.
There. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
You're wrong, but okay, that's your opinion.
Why Jay won't really get on IG Live when we're on. When we're on the show, he doesn't really like to get on IG Live. You notice he going to trickle off in a minute.
Everybody on IG Live, and I love Snoop Dogg. I'm not saying he's not dope. I'm just saying, is he a dope performer?
I don't think
that's
so.
all I want.
I think he's mediocre. Mediocre.
What up, Nala? Happy birthday. Is he a dope performer? That's all we want. And hey, is Eminem
a dope performer?
I mean, Eminem works the stage more than
Eminem lyrically is greater than any rapper I've ever seen. Yes. I've seen Eminem on a tour. Yes. See how easy that was? Anybody think about it?
Is the lyrics, you singing along, you vibing, rapping along?
I've seen him rock out. It is what it is. Hey, he had me more energy than Snoop. I sit back with this bag of zigzags in his bag of his weed that gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. It's his birth. I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and berserk this bizarre. Listen, man, y'all better leave Eminem alone.
Okay, Mike Shaw.
M is a beast. None of y'all want that smoke.
Mike knew the words. Humming.
Had the cadence down, everything.
What?
So
what? I seen him. All right, so
we have a guest today, don't we?
Yes, we should be having a guest today.
At what time? Because we about to cut this shit. It's Friday. Play my dance. It's Friday. I'm done. I'm done already. I'm done already. Give me the dance. I'm finished.
Michael,
He got it, Mike.
Cannot pull out early. Don't pull out early.
I'm pulling out early.
Don't pull out early.
Please.
Y'all got me for another 30 minutes, goddamn. I'm tired.
Do not pull out early. We have a show to do.
I had a riot at a comedy show pop off last night. I'm tired. I'm tired. The voice is tired. I'm super raspy right now. I can't even do my Batman. Kendrick is going to do his thing. Kendrick
is he the weakest link on that lineup?
Kendrick Lamar? No, you're sick. Something wrong with you.
I was just asking.
That's that old man right there talking. That's that J Black old man.
That's the music producer.
So you'd rather see Mary J over Kendrick? Yeah or nay?
I don't think you understand it. We're in
Eminem
LA
over Kendrick, like I don't know.
What?
Just a thought. I said, who would you rather see out of that lineup?
So let's. I mean, Kendrick Lamar.
We gonna be all right. We gonna be all in LA. We gonna be all right. What? I got this inside my DNA. He's gonna go all the way. He's going.
Yeah.
I want Eminem. At what time?
Oh, he was saying verses. I think he was saying verses. Or
Eminem, but no, Buster. Buster is a problem for anybody in verses.
Yes,
but he don't. I don't know.
Oh,
that's where it goes down to, because I'm over
sexy
verses. I was gonna tell y'all, I took the video of Alicia Keys' big ass foot yesterday on that private jet.
Listen,
and I took it to the comedy club, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. That there was a lot of people that were like,
it looked unusual. I can't pin it, but it definitely did not look.
That was her foot.
When it stretched out.
Good morning, Adrian. The back.
And everybody on the private, everybody who watched it at the comedy, I didn't even. And y'all ain't gotta believe me. I showed it to everybody. I was like, look, I'm not gonna say nothing. Just tell me what's wrong with this. And they were like, why would the person working for her in a private jet grab her foot harshly and then her put it away afterwards?
I can't call it Michael Shawn.
Right?
Never made no chick with a 13 in men's.
I can't.
There's a little old radio, this little podcast, YouTube show. Go look at Swiss kept it on there. Go look at the video.
Because there's nothing special about her foot. That's
and
why.
Every woman who watched it was like, God damn, like for real?
Her feet did look abnormally
and then
large.
When they said, why did the white woman grab it and hold it and shake it and she put it right away? Yeah, I know why. Did you have empty seats at your comedy show like Dexter predicted? No, they were in the back. No, they were in the back. But we had a great crowd. They were in the back. The two back rows were in the back, and we had but Dexter sure did predict what happened at my comedy show. He didn't predict that shit.
Dexter missed one.
He missed that. There was fireworks at this comedy show.
I think Jay Black has the clip, so we'll be able to play the clip.
Man, it went down down. Buster versus Wayne. I don't know. Wayne's never gonna. I don't think Wayne's ever gonna do. It depends.
I don't think that Wayne's gonna do a versus.
Happy birthday to Nyla. She was there. She know it was crazy.
Happy birthday, Nyla.
And the show was fire before the fire popped off. The show was amazing last night. Shout out to Trey Mack. Shout out to Marion Kendrick. It's Mari. I don't know. I don't know why it can't just be Marion Kendrick, but it's Marion Kendrick. Kendrick. Why the hell would you spell it? M-A is Marion. But
well,
it's
he
Marion.
didn't spell it. His mama spelled it.
Yeah, but it's like this whole Marion Kendrick. It's Marion. Like it's M-A-R.
It's the Grey Poupon of Marion.
How do you spell Marion? M-A-R.
M-A-R-I-A-N. Marion.
It's Marion. I don't know. He was funny as hell. Oh, what up, y'all? I enjoy the morning show, Philly radio, so bad right now. This is part of my community. Shout out to DJ Super.
Good looking Super.
Yeah, because Philly's disrespectful. Philly's always been disrespected when it comes to radio, unless we was on there. Jay Black studied
I'm trying to get this clip. I think I got a clip, but there's no audio. Mike talking about it at the Improv last night. Where there was a little altercation with a couple. Let me see if I can. You ain't gonna better hear, so Mike, you gotta do play by play.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be. You gotta hear it. He's telling her go outside.
Oh,
he's telling her to go outside. He said we're going to jail. And old girl just like lost it. They was on stage. That's the headliner right there. Trey Mack, who's hilarious. And literally this dude, and you can't hear it.
Yeah, it ain't going.
Yeah, but you have to go to Media Room 360
and
TV to
this
look
is
at it.
Marion. I don't know how to fuck
So
this. Sorry.
So he was arguing with his girlfriend basically, and he was fighting
what
his
happened.
girlfriend.
What happened was they had the best seats in the house. Like they literally could put their foot on the stage. And when I got on there, I was ripping, and old boy was laughing off my first joke. Was laughing, and I knew he was high, but because he was laughing crazy. But when he was talking, when I was like, dog, like, and I was like, you laughing? I like you laughed at shit that wasn't even like so. But the dude said, he said, yo, you are funny for real. And he just said, just keep it moving. So I kept it moving. Like I saw in his body language, like I'm not going to be, I can tell by people in the audience. Like I can tell when people want to play. But he was cool. So I did like 25 minutes, brought the comedian up, did another 15 minutes. And then I brought the headliner to the stage. And I could see that she was annoyed with him, but I said, they're going to make it. They're going to be okay. They're going to be okay.
They're going to be all right.
I said, they're going to make it. Like, for real. Like, I consciously, and when I'm sober like this, I'm looking like, they're going to be all right. I'm making eye contact with homie. Homie's like, we're good. We're okay. We're fine. So when I get off stage, I guess they had interrupted the comedian before me and I didn't see it. And then they interrupted the headliner a few minutes into the show. So because they don't have any security, somebody went over there who just happens to work, happens to be my size and bigger, a little bigger, who I'd fight. And if I'd fight you, if I would fight you, that means you shouldn't be talking to anybody. Like, because I'll fight you.
You can't be security.
And I'll fight you. How about this is rule number 1? You can't be security if Michael Shawn will fight you. But old boy went over there and did the best he could. And he grabbed the woman and he took her to the side and he brought her to the hallway by the dressing rooms. And the waitress said, we cannot feed you any more drinks because of what's going on. And that woman looked at the dude and looked at the girl and said, I will spit in your effing face right now. And when she said that, first of all, she's like 210 pounds. And she's not like fat, like on some old, she can't move.
She looks solid.
She looks solid. And when she said that, I walked away. And I said, in my mind, I said, at that moment, you should call the cops right now. Because she said, she looked him dead in his face.
Go down.
I will spit in your face. And I said, oh. And the sincerity in her eyes was so bright where I was like, okay, it's about to go down. So they tried to walk her back. I guess they were going to get her man to the table. And before she got to the table, she started swinging on people. Like, y'all not going to do this. And then she walked directly to the stage. She was not having, we're going to be in the audience. She went to the stage. They ripped her shirt off. All she had was a big-ass bra. And right here is when her boyfriend gets up and is trying to tell her, we're going to go to jail. Get out. Go. He kept saying, we're going to go to jail. Go outside. That's all he kept yelling was go outside. If you hear the audio, he's like, go. But then the women, every time he grabbed her and choked her, they were like, oh. And I'm like, dog, she's not going to listen to anything else.
She clearly from the clip. She ain't no regular female.
When he grabs her right there, everybody goes, oh, stop him. And I'm sitting there going, don't. She's not going to. She wasn't going to. But the only time she acted like a girl was at that moment. Trey is holding her in between them. That's the only time she acted like a girl when she said, why you mad at me? They the one. Everything else, she was raging bull. Dog, it was so crazy.
See, them the type of girls you gotta pick up something. Like you can't.
Everybody in the audience
had already square up with them one-on-one. You gotta pick up something.
Everybody in the audience had something in their hands, and then the manager came out, and then he's talking to her like, listen, we just got to get you off the stage, right? and she got her hands balled up like this, right? And she's like, and then she's saying the club is racist. Everybody around her is black or Hispanic. There's no white people around her.
It's only black and
The
brown.
one black dude has dreads. And she's like, y'all are racist. And I'm just recording going like,
you was recording Michael Shawn, but you was recording from a distance.
From a distance. Dog, I had a pink hoodie on. I was not getting involved. I had my pink salmon hoodie on. I was
not with that 230 pounder.
No, I was just, dog. So she had her hands like this, right? She had her hands like this. And the manager is sitting there going like, Miss, he's really being as nice as possible. We just got to get you off stage and we can get you outside. And the boyfriend is like, just go outside. And all of a sudden she reaches out and she throws a right hand to the manager. And it sounds like this. Like, it sounds like, if you've ever heard a real fight, it's the ugliest sound. It sounds like that. She catches him and the eye lumps up immediately.
Buster Douglas.
Like, she catches him with a right hand. She don't even lean into it. She just throws the right hand and goes, and I'm like, the whole crowd. I should have videoed the whole thing, but I was just like, this probably ruined my night.
You should have went up there. You should have jumped up on stage.
No. I
Mike
seen
Shaw should have done.
No.
You should have jumped up on stage.
I seen her and Michael Shawn. I'm glad you ain't jump on stage because that was a big bitch. And that was a big bitch. And you probably would have had to have something. Yeah, no. And you would have been in jail.
Number one. Been in jail. This is why the comedian. This is why I paid him extra that night. I paid him extra. Because he jumped in the middle of a dude, and Jay was like, "He's a skinny dude. He's not a skinny.
Yeah, he looks skinny. He's a little lanky, skinny dude.
He's not a skinny dude.
Playboy, sit down. What we not gonna do is you fighting no lady up here, son.
He jumped in between somebody who was 6'3", at least 200 pounds, and a woman who was at least 210 pounds.
Shout out to him because it wouldn't have been me.
And you know what?
I wouldn't have been Captain Save-A-Ho that night.
I am not the person.
You got guys recording instead of jumping in and helping. You got guys back there using their phone. Yep. Come on, Mike.
In this case, I'm gonna co-sign. Yup.
Boo. Mike Shaw, go over there.
If you would have jumped in, you would have won on stage.
Pull that drunk dude off his girl. Tell him, Playboy, look, you gotta have that conversation with him.
The funny thing is that the drunk dude was if they would have just left him alone, and this is what I kept saying. If y'all would just leave him alone, he will get his girl out this club.
That don't look like their first time at the rodeo. That looks like she done cut up before.
That's normal.
That's normal behavior.
But the bull is everyone like, oh, shut up. I promise you, if you just shut up, he will drag her out the club, and neither one of them would have went to jail. But because everybody was like, oh, he knew.
He's a skinny dude. Mike, his shorts hanging off. You could have took but when he grabbed her by the throat, Mike was like, oh, wait a minute. This ain't got nothing to do with
me. She cut up on regular.
That man right there was stronger than everybody. He's the only one who gripped her like that. He's the only dog. When I tell you hood aggression is different.
Nyla says she just had a baby 2 weeks ago. Shoot, titty milk, maybe if that must have gave us the strength of life.
Right there. If everybody would have minded their business, if everybody would have closed their eyes and minded their business,
oh god,
he would have grabbed her. Dog, the dude was the only person that was able to grip this chick and was like,
I don't condone putting your hands on females, but let me tell you, that right there, that was a different situation.
Oh. The perception that he would have got her out of there and I kept saying it, just let him do what he does. He's gonna get her out of here. She wasn't even upset when he was grabbing her.
That's what they did.
I'm telling you,
that wasn't their first time.
The only time she acted like a girl is when he gripped her and said, "We gonna go to jail. Get out of here." And she was like, "Why you mad at me?" This is the only time she acted like a girl. She's like, "Why you mad at me when they did?" And he was like, "What? are you saying?
He
was
said, "Get out of here, ho! Get
he
out
been-
of here." He kept telling her, "Get out of here, ho! Just
he was
go."
drunk. He was drunk the entire time until he actually explained to her, "You're not saying nothing. Nobody did nothing to you." He was like, "Nobody did nothing to you. Get out of here." And when he said, "We're gonna go to jail," there was one point in the video where he looked to the crowd, because mind you, they're on stage. They're on stage. He went like this. He said, "We're gonna go to jail because y'all won't let me get this bitch out of here," right? And I was sitting there going, I felt so bad for him because I was like, he knows what he's talking about.
He could have just left. He could have just left it there. All right, I'm out.
He was like, "We got a newborn child. They got.
I can't take care of this baby by myself.
Just think about it. They left the kid. They left the kid with a babysitter, and they're not gonna be. No, neither one of them are leaving jail for at least a week. They left their kid with a babysitter. And the crazy thing, dog. This is the crazy thing. Is when I started joking, like I said, I started joking about him, and he said, "Just keep going, just like keep it moving." And I was like, "All right." And then I kept joking, and I kept doing my material, and the dude was heartfelt laughing, like heartfelt laughing for real. Like he was like, "Yo, why?" But I knew he was high because he couldn't just say it to his girl. He had to say it to everybody. Why is he so stupid? This is so. I honestly felt bad for homie. Because he's not getting out of jail, because I know for a fact when he said, "We gonna go to jail because I'm on this, I'm on that," he got priors.
All because she want to act up. Now all his warrants gonna come up. He gonna lose his job. He gonna be sitting for a minute. All because she can't handle her liquor.
Her liquor, gotta handle your liquor.
All because she can't handle her. But he probably knew that.
All your fault, Mike. It's all Mike's fault. Mike could have helped prevent that.
I wasn't even on stage. And people coming up to me like, "Yo," everybody had a good time. Everybody had a good time, but they were trying to be funny.
I don't know. It looked like they might have been scared. No.
Listen, you see the girls in the front row. They ain't moved because they was waiting for the show.
Let me tell you about these people at my comedy show. Ain't not nil one. Not one walked out. They grabbed their phones and everybody was like, nobody.
They got multiple angles.
Chicks took their heels off. It was like, "We got you, Michael Shawn." I was like, "You got yourself." I'm like, once it comes over here, I'm out of here. Like, I refuse.
Don't be a victim, Michael Shawn. Don't be a victim.
I had a show within a show. When I tell you.
Yeah.
Good morning, Afro Queen. Good.
And while it lasted about literally 25 to 30 minutes. What you saw was just a clip. Literally, she got dragged to the back of the comedy club. She came running back to the stage, and the dude is trying to kill. The dude is really trying to grab this chick and get her out. One guy grabs her. The biggest guy in the club grabs her because she punched the manager, and he grabs her and he throws her to the ground, and it looks like it's about to go down. And the dude was like, "I can't let you put hands on my woman." But he didn't even want to fight the dude. But he grabbed the other
choice
dude.
At that point.
He had no choice. But I'm like, in hindsight,
no matter how wrong she is.
Look, Kelly J, it goes down in Michael Shawn comedy show. Spread that word. It goes down in my comedy show.
But that's crazy how females could put you in that situation. She's dead wrong. But now when a dude gets involved and hit her or push her, now you gotta. What do you mean by what? What are you saying?
Bye.
Get out of here. Get out of here. There's no way.
You leaving?
There's no way. You now, no matter how wrong she is, you have to hold her down and whip homies behind. It's a problem.
Hold me down.
Now I'm gonna get with you later, but right now, homie, you got a problem.
The funny thing is, Jay thinks he's gonna win every fight. He was not winning this fight.
I was. There's no way you're gonna hit my lady, no matter how wrong she is, and then
I promise
down like that. Well, no.
Everybody in this fight was at least 230 pounds and 6'2" or 6'3". I know Jay Black believes that he's just. I know.
This is going to be one of Shawnee's stories on TMZ.
Everybody thought it was going down. till science takes place. When you have people, when science takes place and everybody's 220 and 230, everybody thinks a good punch, a good 3 shots to the ribs. But when somebody is that big,
oh yeah, no, that bitch weighed about 240, 250.
dog,
They both rolled on the dude. Then they both are. If he lost the fight, the girl jumping in and they teaming up. You ain't going out like that though.
Nyla said, "Hell no, that lady was punching everyone."
and exactly, that lady was punching everyone. You had to be 6'5", 260. You can't be no 5'6" mother or 5 foot. You wasn't doing nothing. Nothing.
No, Shawnee's on the island. Stacy said with Shawnee there. No, she's on some island with the crossing guard. She's somewhere.
Shawnee's somewhere with sand in a butt. Like when
I tell you this big husky chick put the fear of God, I said, wow. I said, that is amazing that this chick is regulating. And when I tell you, her man, literally, there was one point where he choked her on the ground, and they were like, he's going to choke her out. And everybody's like, help him. And no, help her. And I was like, help her for what?
Coming to the stage, coming to the ring.
Dude was really trying to put
he was trying to 230 pounds.
Look, he was trying to put her to sleep to take her and get her out the club. He was literally like, I gotta choke this chick to get her out the club. And nobody would listen. I was like, all right. Dog, when the cops came running in.
Oh, they were still there? You supposed to leave. You know when the heat is coming, you gotta get
her
out.
Leave. He said, leave, ho, go outside, ho. And she was not. She was in a
going to jail. The funny thing is, when the cop came in, it was a black cop and a white cop, and the cop walked by me and said, "What up, Michael Shawn?" I said, "Oh, well, how you doing?" He was like, "Miss you on the radio," and he ran. That's exactly what he said.
That's what you should have said. Media Room 360 TV while he's locking people up.
But when they ran in, even the cop was like, he's. Quote, don't know his name. Quote, he said, when I walked in there and I saw her swinging, I said, oh, I got to put my gloves on. This dude
because she was husky.
This dude is a big dude. He was like, yo, we got to put, they had the, two cops had to grip her up, right? They had to take her outside and they had to get her to the ambulance, and the ambulance had to hit her with a, look, I'm just going to say they gave her something to calm her down.
Oh, yeah, I know what they gave her.
I don't know what it was. They gave her something, and all of a sudden
they gave her some of that night.
And I was like, wow.
What goes down? Arlington Improv, Michael Shawn's comedy show. You want a show within the show, and you see what's still safe.
And Nala was there. Nala, no, I'm not lying. Like, this is all like real.
Nala confirmed. Nala said that she was a heavyweight.
Kelly J said there's no female worth going to jail. Now that's the topic within itself, because in a relationship, you got to hold your mate down to a certain. I don't know. That's
and do you take your mate out if you know that they act up like that, or do you like agree before you go out and you say you can only have 2 drinks?
You could try to agree all you want, but when it's in somebody, it's in somebody. The drama's gonna come.
That's why you say bye.
And then she just had a baby 2 weeks ago, so you know her tolerance for alcohol.
So can you imagine what her fight potential was before the baby? She just had the kid. When I tell you her technique, even in her drunken stupor, when I tell you the right hand that she landed, and there's not a chick, the manager of the club is not a small dude. And when I tell you she reached out and connected with a right hand, I said, oh my God.
Mike Shawn Chronicles.
Yeah, that ain't the first time. She
literally gotta duck
on a regular.
You gotta duck that right hand and counterpunch with a left.
No, you gotta pick up something. When a bitch is that big, you gotta pick up something. You know that you can't square up with her. You can't shoot the one with her. You gotta pick up something and hit her.
And it wasn't, it was alcohol and something else. But I would love, let me tell you, I wish I had the financial backing. I wish I could go to the jail that they're in right now, right? With a camera and interview them and be like, what happened?
I cannot.
Like, I would love to know what because when she was yelling out racism, I was sitting there going like, yo, this is so bad.
But everybody around you is black and brown.
Everybody dreads. Everybody. In the green room that we have, right? The waiter is like he's smaller than me, right? And he handles the comedian's orders, right? We didn't order nothing but water, but he got punched in the face. So I felt obligated to give him like a $25 tip. Like, because even though we didn't order nothing except water, like, he got caught out there. Like, everybody got punched in the face except me.
Because Mike was in the back recording, watching.
Oh,
I wish I bruise easily. Like,
Kelly,
bruise
you can't mess with
easily.
you can't mess with bitches like that. That's huge.
Easily. I think that was Jonesy I saw on here. What up, Jonesy?
Hey,
Mike Shawn about to pull the live from lockdown interview. I would love to interview. I would love, because they're somewhere in Arlington, but in the morning time they're gonna get transferred to another. I know this.
They're going to the big jail.
They're going to Lusteric, which is out here. And
I heard that was bad.
Hopefully she's not. Yeah, that wasn't a good place. Hopefully she's not breastfeeding, because that baby will ingest whatever drug she had. No, whoever got that kid has got that kid for at least a week, because that whole cash bail thing is going to be at least $1,500. Oh, and then old girl left the credit card. She left her credit card on the table. You're assuming she was sober for her pregnancy. Damn, Jennifer. Maybe she was just getting it popping.
Females can drink while they're pregnant? Who knew?
I think you're Tarrant County. Yeah, Tarrant County Jail. They're in Tarrant County Jail. God, I was so happy to be sober. So that was a comedy show.
Sober and watch that.
That's the comedy show. So you hit on R. Kelly this morning. You talked about the Super Bowl lineup. Yeah, those are interesting. We should have two guests. It should be Dr. Smith coming up this morning, as well as recording artist, Grammy nominated recording artist, Major should be joining the show. He has a new project coming out.
But everybody knows him from the song "This Is Why I Love You." It's like viral on TikTok.
Sing it, Mo. How it go?
This morning I'm a little manly.
Oh, here we go.
I'm a little deep in the voice. But yes. Oh, that's a sexy picture of him too. That's a nice picture.
That's the dude that got punched at the
This Is Why I Love You is like the wedding song of the year.
This is why I love you.
Yes, Michael Shawn.
This is why I love you this year.
It is the wedding song. It's on all social media platforms. People are using his song. Shawn Robinson said, "I love that song." It's called "This Is Why I Love You."
I want you to sing a little bit, Mo. Let me see if I remember. Sing a little bit, Mo.
I think I know that song.
I just want to hear Mo sing.
Is that I think I got that in my phone.
Won't you sing?
Yeah, I can't sing this one.
Can you just hum it?
Just hum it.
It's a slow song, so it really doesn't have like a lot of melody music. It focuses on like his voice. His voice is like at the forefront of it's at the heavy part of the music.
What song doesn't focus on the voice? What type of J Black nonsense are you on today? Like, what is
Black nonsense?
What is this?
It's a little bit different. This is why I love you, because you love me too.
You broke that down. Okay. All right. That's hilarious. Please use that as a promo right there. Break it down, Mo. This is why I love you. And I love you too. If Stacey's listening right now, she's going to be like, that's as romantic as Michael Shawn gets. This is why I love you.
I'm a little manly this morning, other voice, so I can't sing for you this morning. But he hits a lot of falsetto notes, Michael Shawn. It's a beautiful song. And if I ever get married, I think that I would love to have him sing that at my wedding.
All right.
I wonder if he'll sing for us. I mean, sing for Mo. I'm sitting here singing it right now. My jam. This is why I love it. I think I know this song. I think I know
it. Every love song or love story on Instagram, TikTok. Everybody's using this song for their wedding videos.
But
their first
did it come out? Did it come out a few years ago? or did it just come out? Because if it just came out,
I think it came out. I think when I Googled it, it said 2017, 2018.
Yeah, but people are
Oh,
using
okay.
it a lot. Yeah, people are
Okay.
using it a lot.
All right. All right.
It's a beautiful song.
He took a lot of he took a lot of buttons off of that shirt.
Listen,
What time is he coming on?
What
time is he coming on?
It should be 9:00 Eastern, 8:00 Central.
Jesus, I'm tired already, dog. I'm about to, man, y'all about
that
to do
means
this
you
interview.
can't shorten the show, Michael Shawn.
Jesus. That means 8:00 my time, 9:00 your time.
Yes.
All
You know
right.
what I wanted to get? I wanted to get your opinion on this video clip. I guess if you want to take a break, if you
I don't care at this point. I don't even care. We can go.
If we take a break, we might lose Mike. He might not come back.
We were supposed to talk about this yesterday and play the clip, but Mike got so distracted with Alicia Keys' foot. The guy that caught the alligator in the trash can from Florida, and I saw him on CNN last night. I said, "Wow, he made it to CNN." So it was a guy, the alligator. You know, in Florida, they known for alligators. And homie here, actually, we have the clip, and he actually caught an alligator in a trash can. And here we go.
Going inside. Let me know. Somebody let me know the head. Yeah, I got you. When he drops the lid, it hits the alligator's head.
My bad. See, I shouldn't have made it. Darn ad. My bad. Here we go.
Shout to StreamYard.
Yeah.
Reptile starts thrashing. Eventually, it climbs most of the way inside, and Bozzy struggles to pull the bin upright.
So I got the trash can. I seen some things on TV. I knew that the door, if I kept the front of the trash can, he'll at least either go in or think that's like a mouth and retreat, which he kind of did. And I just overwhelmed him and threw him inside and walked him down safely. That was it.
Bozzy wheels the bin down to a nearby lake and releases the alligator into the water. The gator moves fast to get away.
The weight of him was heavier than I thought he was. That's the only way I was telling him, I was like, oh, he kind of heavy. Then when I got him in there, he was real strong. Like, felt like a person was actually, hitting the top of it, trying to get out. And I just held it down for a little bit. Calmed down, got to the bottom, he was done.
Bam. Oh, yeah, and this the dude right here that hated on him. Wait, this guy said he shouldn't have did that, but watch the hate and listen to the hate.
Trapper Isaac Rempe with Affordable Wildlife Removal says by doing this, Bozzy put himself and others in danger.
Especially backing an animal like that into the corner. There's nothing that's going to stop. I saw several opportunities where it could have blown under the trash can, blown around the trash can, and an alligator that size is going to have no problem taking you to the ground, taking, a leg, a foot, or at least causing some extremely severe bites.
Rempe says the best thing to do is get everyone inside.
I don't know. What's your thoughts, Mike?
He wouldn't even fight the big bitch at the club. You think he gonna tackle that?
I wouldn't tackle that. But this is the difference.
Yes, he was from Philly. Yeah, because I was listening. I said, "Oh, dude, sound like he could be from Philly with the beard. He sound like
no, his beard. His beard was shaped up and dyed. He died in a beard.
He's from Philly. I hit him up on his inbox to see if he'd come on.
It's a whole different level. Like y'all, the alligator professional ain't never been in situations that dude been in. Like hood people think there's an alligator in my goddamn driveway. I gotta do something about this because my chick is in the house talking about get the goddamn alligator off the driveway.
No.
I know for a fact Stacey would be like, there's an alligator in the driveway, and as a father and as the leader of the household, if the big bitch at the comedy club, right? If she was at my house, Stacey would be like, get the bitch out the house. And now I gotta put her in a trash can. So he did what he had to do. Now the white dude is sitting there going like, I saw total opportunities where a lady could have been. Dog, that happens in everyday life when a cop pulls us over. There's total opportunities that we can lose our life. So the dude got the trash can. And guess what? The most amazing thing about this black man was he took that alligator and set that alligator free.
Free, back to the wild.
Yeah.
He said, yo, I know you somewhere you're not supposed to be. He ain't take a gun out and start busting in the trash. He did everything perfectly.
Take the lid down and left it there.
My granddaddy would have had a new pair of boots because I damn sure wouldn't have let it back out.
He realized you ain't supposed to be here. You ain't doing nothing but roaming. And these houses are built in your swamp. He did everything amazing. The dude was brave and at the same time considerate. Like the dude did all this in slides. This is
Oh,
what
it
I'm
was-
talking about. Hood.
Tell him when his head
He
goes in.
didn't even put no sneakers on.
Let me know.
Yeah, slides and socks.
Somebody let me know the head side of the thing.
Look,
When he
there's
drops the lid, it
a
hits the
goddamn
alligator's
alligator.
head,
He's
and the
talking
huge
to other
reptile
people. Look at
starts
this. Look at
thrashing.
this. Look at this.
Eventually, it climbs most of the way inside, and Bozzy struggles to pull the bin upright.
So I got the trash can. I seen some things on TV. I knew that if I kept in front of the trash can, he'll at least even go.
Do you know how gangster that is?
Eugene, his name is Eugene. Eugene, you crazy?
Do you understand? Do you understand that this dude put down his PlayStation and somebody said there's an alligator in your driveway? And he said, there is? Like, he was like, what? And he put his slides on and said, I know there ain't no goddamn alligator in my driveway. And then when he walked out of there, he saw it and said, oh, that's what we doing? And grabbed
Exactly, Kelly.
And that wasn't the regular trash can. That was the recyclable. He grabbed the recyclable. Dog, y'all don't understand how resilient dudes, when you from a certain area, look at this, dog.
Eugene, and if he from Philly, you know Eugene, you ain't never seen nothing like that in Philly.
No, dude, he still had his do-rag on.
Into the garbage.
Oh, he was trying to get, look at this,
onlookers
look at
to tell him when
this.
its
He
head
has
goes
no
in.
footing. He's like, and the alligator's trying to scare him, going, He's like, look,
When he
he's
drops the
talking
lid,
to
it
other
hits the
people.
alligator's head, and the huge reptile starts thrashing. Eventually, it climbs most of the way inside, and Bozzy struggles to pull the bin upright.
So I got the trash can.
That is so gangster. No, while he was doing it, he was talking to the neighbors like, don't worry about this.
Because he couldn't see. So, hey, I need y'all to let me know. Am I close enough? I'm about to put this lid down.
I would have had to call the SPCA. I wouldn't have did that.
Dog. And guarantee you, that's the same hood dude that if he was at my comedy show, he wouldn't have done nothing to that big bitch. He'd be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Ain't my problem.
Ain't no alligator, that chicken in my driveway. Once it come to your house, it's a different story. Once the alligator's in the house, like your kids have to rely on you. Like they're like,
it ain't like it's a spider. Like, Dad, can you kill the spider?
Dad, there's an alligator in the driveway. Every father or every leader of the household, worth his soul, is going to try and figure something out. Dad, there's an alligator in the driveway.
You can't fold. You can't fold.
You like, oh my God.
You gotta do something.
He put the damn trash can, and he did. And how about the expert? The expert, let's go back to the expert real quick. When the expert, shut your white ass, or you don't know nothing about nothing.
All right, I'm gonna let it play out with the expert.
Just let it play. The expert's like,
front of the trash can, he'll at least even go in or think that's like a mouth and retreat, which he kind of did. And I just overwhelmed him and threw him inside. And
overwhelmed him.
That was it.
Bozzy wheels the bin down to a nearby lake and releases the alligator into the water.
Look, the alligator was trained. He trained that alligator.
It was heavier than I
he
thought
could have kept that alligator as a pet after that.
Heavy. Then I got him in there, he was real strong. Like, it felt like a person was actually, hitting the top of it trying to get out, and I just held it down for a little bit. He calmed down, got to the bottom, he was done.
Trapper Isaac Rempe with Affordable Wildlife Removal says by doing this, Bozzy put himself and others in danger.
Especially backing an animal like that into the corner. There's nothing that's going to stop. I saw several opportunities where it could have blown under the trash can, blown around the trash can, and an alligator that size is going to have no problem taking you to the ground, taking, a leg, a foot, or at least causing some extremely severe bites.
Rempe says the best thing to do is get everyone inside and leave the gator alone.
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you hood mentality. All right, let me break down what hood mentality is, right? Alligator was like, it's a human being. I've been punking human beings for a long time.
For a long time.
So when I go, human beings run. The black man with the slides and the Nike socks said, no, you in my house. I want all the smoke. He was like, he was like, why is he not scared? Because I'm cut from a different cloth, homie. I'm putting you in this damn trash can. And the alligator was shocked. It was like the first time Mike Tyson got beat up by Buster Douglas.
Right.
He hit Buster Douglas with an uppercut, and Buster Douglas fell. Buster Douglas got up, and Mike Tyson was like, all right. And Buster Douglas beat his ass after that. The alligator was like, yo, this dude's not scared of me.
This ain't supposed to happen this way.
This ain't supposed to happen.
And they run.
When you watch how the alligator got out, when he dropped them off, like he took them and dropped them off, right? The reptile. When he went into the water, it was like the black man could have kept him as a pet from that moment on. Like that alligator was cool with him forever. He's like, yo, you're right. My bad on the my bad. Like, yo, when somebody don't fear somebody, it changes everything.
Yeah.
Like, he stuffed them in a trash can.
Too bad ain't nobody fear that big bitch that was at your comedy club last night.
Dog. Good, but trust me,
that was it.
We needed him there.
Down to a nearby lake and
look,
releases
that
the alligator into the water.
Watch the alligator just walk off. Look, the
He just
alligator
wanted
was
to know
scared
him
and he's like, I don't want no smoke. My bad. That alligator said my bad 1,200 times as he went to the water. That alligator is talking about this black man.
He came out slow. The guy came back. He's I'm out here. He's back.
Like, I'm surprised the black man ain't kicked it at the end. Get on, get your ass on out of here. Like, he was out. Yo, that alligator somewhere smoking a Black and Mild with other alligators going like, yo, I ain't never seen this in my life, yo.
I was in the wrong hood.
It was this black man. He had on something that covered his ankles, and it was something on his feet.
It was the socks and slides for me.
Yo, don't mess with those the dark skinned ones. He's like the other humans, the white ones, go get them. But this one, the expert just mad because he just showed us how to cage a gator. Yo, Lisa grabbed the garbage can. We got a gate, yo. I tell you, that's why this country be scared. That's why they be scared. And I said scared like I'm from the West Coast. I said that's why they be scared. God damn. That is some gangster. That right there is the best thing I've seen of God. The video was amazing, but Mike's commentary.
It's your commentary.
Son, that is amazing, yo. Like, yo, being a dad is a worthless job, yo. Being a dad is literally a worthless job.
Oh, yeah, he has 8 kids, 7 daughters.
No, you ain't got no choice but to go out there and fight the alligator.
I was like 7 daughters by he said, yeah, 7. He said, and then he said, I'm changing the narrative about being a black man to taking care of my kids and being involved and being around. Like that was his message on CNN last night. I was like, okay, Eugene. So he's a good dude. He's a good Philly dude. You know,
a good Philly dude. You could tell he moved his family out. They in a nice house.
Well,
they got a
I don't know about that. I think they still in Philly. They were just visiting family down in Florida.
Oh, they were visiting their family down in Florida. I thought no, that's got to be his house. That's got to be his house.
No,
he did not fight an
alligator.
He did not fight an alligator visiting somebody else's house.
Nah.
That's his house.
No, he was visiting. He's from Philly. He lives in Philly. He was visiting some people down in Florida.
Whose punk ass owns the house that sent him out there? Whose punk ass owns the house and they sent him out there?
I don't believe that.
Oh no, I'm not going out there to fight an alligator, and it's not my house.
And it ain't my house.
It's not my house.
Visiting.
I would have been like, "Yo, pack your stuff. Let's get on out of here." Why? Because there's an alligator in the driveway.
They wild out here in Florida. They wild.
All we worried about is bullets. There's an alligator sitting outside.
Yeah, Philly. I'm used to the gunshots. I ain't dealing with the alligators.
Like, no damn alligator.
Wait, how did you know that's not his house? He said he was visiting.
Yeah, in one of the stories I saw, one of the earlier clips, it said that he was visiting from Philly.
And he had all his daughters visiting.
No, they all wasn't there. He was just saying in general that he has. He's a black man. He wanted to.
If all 7 was out there, I think I agree with Mike. He would have had to go do something.
Oh, so he drug transporting. So he was at. No, I'm playing.
Oh, they said do a replay with Mike with no sound. So they had Mike do the play-by-play.
But they said no sound. Like
let me see if I could do that.
That is ridiculous, yo. That don't make no sense. If that's not his house, like he's a superhero. He's Iron Man. Because I would have. Oh. I wanted a hotel room called the front office for the iguana that was sitting in front of my.
Not the iguana.
No, the iguana. I did not walk out my room. I was like, yo, come get this green thing. That's an iguana. I said, I don't care if it's an iguana or a Pisces. Just come get it. Look, this
All right, Mike.
dude,
So here's your play-by-play with no audio, Mike.
This dude right here. Look, it is what it is. Look, I'm staying over here, and I need you to get in this trash can. I need you to get in. You're like, don't me, dog. There's no on. Just get in the trash can. Can somebody just tell me, is he near the trash? Get in the trash. Get your ass in the trash can. You ain't nothing. Get in the. God damn, that tail is long. Get in the trash can. Go. That tail that was scared. This guy is a superhero. Get your ass in this trash can. Get your ass in this trash. Look, and hold on, rewind that the bitch ass dude that was videotaping didn't help nothing. That's probably his bitch ass. Look. All right, you right about that. Look, I apologize on everything I just. Get your ass on out of here and go tell the rest of the Gators I'm here. Look. The alligator got mad when that top hit him. He thought, oh wow, dog, I gotta give him credit. Yeah. That tail I would have ran on the tail. Yeah. White people like a huge reptile. The black man captured a huge reptile. That was
amazing. That was amazing.
God bless him.
Good job.
I thought his daughters were in the house. There's no way in the world. I would have been just the way I was at the comedy show. I would have.
Even if they were in the house,
you needed him at the comedy show.
No, I would have been like, that's too much. Like, if my kids were in the house, I would have tried to.
You would have said, everybody stay in the house, keep the doors closed. That's what you would have said. Everybody keep the doors closed.
Yo, Monty, let me use your phone so I can call the SPCA.
No, it all happens. Every father's put in a bad situation. If there's a noise downstairs and you ain't even got a gun, you just walk downstairs.
Dad, I think I heard something.
Yo. Fists all balled up, not knowing how many they could be downstairs. Yo,
who down there? Start begging us, yo.
You start throwing your slides down the steps. Yo, don't make this happen like this. Yo, it could get ugly for you. Don't let the slides fool you. Don't let the slides fool you.
The slides and the socks.
Don't let this little poodle dog bark fool you. This is a big ass dog right there. It's a big ass dog. This is a big ass dog.
Yo, it's the yo for me. Yo. You think somebody
that's a big thing. Yeah.
It ain't worth it, yo. It ain't worth it.
I got that heat up here, yo.
But you know what was funny? What the thing about the comedy club, to reverse back to the comedy club, there's no laws on guns. So all I was thinking was, while we're in the club, I kept thinking, if somebody is a little itchy right now,
little trigger finger,
and it's like, oh, I'll handle this for you, because everybody was trying to handle it with their hands, like, yo, slow down. But I kept looking, I kept looking to see the one person who was gonna take their gun out and say, I'm gonna shut this down right now. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna bring the gun to the stand. And I was like, I said, and I kept looking like, okay, that's the only good thing. There's a good thing about being by yourself and a bad thing. If you're by yourself, you can get jumped very easily. And if you're by yourself, you can escape a situation very easily. So I was sitting there going like, okay, somebody in this audience may think that they're gonna be the hero. Because especially when the dude gripped her up and put her against the wall, I'm thinking there's somebody, if somebody has a gun, somebody's going to be like, okay, we're going to handle this right now. And thank God it didn't happen. But I'll tell you, I was right about you. Oh boy, coming with a gun, yo. Yo, I'm out of here. I'll get my check tomorrow, y'all. And I don't even know what the point of a gun is. Like, I can go get a gun today. Like, if I had a gun on my hip, guess what I would have done? The same exact thing I did. I would have just been like, I
don't think pulling out a gun would have scared her. Like, she was in a zone.
But could you imagine somebody had a few drinks and them say, yo, I'm gonna stick this gun in her mouth, make her shut up.
Wait, that's a gun in the mouth.
You know, gangster mother, they always like sticking guns in mouths. Like,
open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. You want this? You want this smoke?
Wow.
This is all at a comedy show. Black people, Hispanic people, we gotta do better. Hold up, but there was one white couple. Right? And they had gotten tickets. They saw me at the comedy show during the weekend with Jay Farrell. And they were like, "You are absolutely hilarious. And we're coming to your comedy show. You said you have one on Thursday." And I said, "Yes, I do." And it was a guy, his name is Charles, and his wife is black. But Charles is like a very like white dude, right?
Can't take you niggas nowhere. Go.
So white dude was with, and she's a brown skinned woman. So they're really a contrast. So I said, "What up, Charles?" And Charles like answers the question like, because I got this joke about white people. I said, "Yo, I try and make it that you guys aren't the worst, but sometimes it's very hard to defend you." And Charles goes, "You're right." Like he just yells out, "You're right."
Talk about it.
But he's so friendly. Like Charles is like, "You're right. We do make it difficult for you guys to defend us, right?" So Charles and his wife, I'm thinking the first people to get on out of there when it happened. Yo, Charles's gangster ass. Yo, he stayed the whole time. And I saw him because I stayed at the front door and I apologized to everybody. I kept saying, "Yo, I apologize for what happened." It was like, "No, we had a great time." And Charles was like, "I stayed, Mike, because you're that goddamn funny. I stayed just in case you were gonna continue and telling more jokes." And his wife is really like Kwanzaa. Like his wife is really black for real.
Like, Black Power.
Yeah, like she got the natural cut, the whole thing. Like they are the most unbalanced couple. You would never think that these two people would be together. But shout to them, and they were like, "It's not your fault, Mike. You can't do nothing about it." But then the black people was like, "You can't bring us out here like this." Every black person like, "Yeah, you can't bring us out here like this."
Can't
and the N-word was getting thrown around. These you can't bring
action.
You can't
They never gave you no money.
Said never gave you. I see why you got fired off the radio station because this is who you bring out. Like, what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Do you have clear examples of how we do things differently? Remember the video of the guy who jumped in when the lady at the zoo got trapped?
Oh, the Kraken. It was another alligator.
It was another alligator.
No, there's a different type of attitude. Like we believe there's a way to defend ourselves. Like because the odds are always stacked against us. So there is no resort to there's certain situations where you realize you just gotta fight. I don't care who you are, black or Hispanic. There's a certain situation where you like, okay, we can get out of this, we can get out of that, and then there's a certain situation where you like, we just gonna have to fight.
No.
We don't know how this is gonna end up. This may not end up well, but we just gonna have to fight out this situation. White people seem to always have an option on.
Let's talk about it, guys. Let's call somebody.
And I'm sure there are white people who have been in situations where they were like, "You just gonna have to fight." I just haven't met those white people. I just know for some reason, black men will fight an alligator, and that's just from a different perspective. Like, dog, you're not gonna just sit in this driveway and just do it.
Well, shout out to him.
No,
yes.
Shout out to Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene from Philly, the alligator catcher. We got our first guest, Dr. Smith, aka the movie star, aka the rapping professor. He's in the building, Mike.
Dr. Smith.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, team.
Hey.
I was laughing to myself when y'all said movie star. I was like, yo, I'm not really sure for a half of 1 second, but it sounds so good before the movie come out, right? Then when the movie come out, hating on me. He took my scenes out because it was too intense. I was overshadowing. I get my story ready.
Dr. Smith is the exact person I'm talking about. Like last night at that comedy show, if he would have been there, Dr. Smith would have been involved trying to break this situation up. And Dr. Smith is my size. And I'm telling you, I don't know how long have you been on, Dr. Smith?
I heard when you were talking about somebody staying just in case you kept telling jokes, and that's why we never give his money. But I didn't hear what the actual event was that caused that commentary. So I don't know exactly what happened.
All right. So there's a couple that it has the best seat in the house. There are 2 seats in front of on the stage, basically. Like they can touch the stage. So it's a woman and a man. I can tell they already drunk. I go on stage. I make them laugh. I make the whole crowd laugh. Everything's going perfectly. Like I know they wasted, but I don't know on the level of where they at. Because the dude, I say something to the dude, and the dude laughs. Like he laughs hysterically. Well, hold on, don't show it yet. Don't show it yet. Don't show. No, because
it's too late. I don't work that fast, Mike.
It's such. You know what I feel bad for? You know what I honestly feel? You know what I feel bad for? Is that guy is going to get in so much trouble, and he was doing exactly what had to be done to get her out because she wasn't leaving unless a dude got physical. Dog, she was knocking people out. Like she was punching people and people were lumping up. And that was her man. So let me just say, they're sitting there, and when he said, he was laughing, he was like, yo, you are funny for real. He said, but go ahead, keep doing your thing. He waved me off, like, keep doing your thing. I'm not the one to play with. And I got it. I said, got it. I said, as long as I keep them laughing, they're good. And I kept them laughing. Comedians kept them laughing. But then they start getting a little too, like, it got too much. So somebody went to him and just said, listen, can we talk to you for a second? Talk to the girl. I said, can we talk to you for a second? They brought it. They said, we can't bring you your drinks. You ordered 4 drinks. There's 2 of them. They ordered 4 drinks. And they were like, we can't serve you. You know, because of lawsuits, we can't serve you. And that lady looked at her and looked at the dude and looked them both in the eyes. And this chick is like 210 pounds and said, I'm going to spit in your face right now. And I was in the back and I said, I'm out. I said, I already know where this is going. I already know where this is going. When you look somebody dead in the eyes, I'm going to spit in your face right now. And I said, oh. So, let me fast forward. She goes, when I go to Smoke the Black and Mild, she loses her mind and goes directly to the stage. She don't go to her man who's sitting at the table. She goes on the stage where the headliner is on stage performing. She goes directly to the stage, and this is what happens right here. This is what happens right here. Go ahead, show them the video, Jack.
Yeah. Shawnee ain't here, Dr. Smith, so you got to bear with me a little bit, Dr. Smith.
No, it's all good. I was just thinking if that's your first reaction, if that's your go-to, like what type of person are we dealing with? If that's the first thing that comes to your mind.
And she goes right to the stage, and now she's on stage. Play the audio and everything so he can hear everything.
Yeah.
Like my first response would be, please.
And that's what they were doing.
They say, no, you can't have no more. For real, please, can I? You think I maybe? Like, no, I'm gonna spit in your face. Like, whoa, you did this before. You have done this before. You have shut it down before.
And they were like, and then they continued the conversation. They were like, she was like, you didn't tell me. And they were like, we told your they said husband. We told your husband that y'all can't have any more. But you didn't tell me. You didn't. And I said, oh. And now she's on stage right there. This is her on stage.
The husband?
The husband's the guy in the white t-shirt. He's trying to get off. He says, go outside. And then he chokes her. But you can't hear the noise. Yeah, this all happened last night. And he's like, go outside. Go outside. Take your ass outside. He's like, we going to go to jail tonight. Go outside. Bruh. He said bruh like 12 times. Bruh, go outside. Bruh. And everybody was appalled that he choked her. And I understand why everybody was appalled.
That is bad.
But there was no way she was leave. He was the only person who had the aggression to get her out without them going to jail. And shout to the comedian who stepped in between because he did better because I paid him $50. There's no way I'm stepping in between 2 people. Like God bless him. Trey Mack, number 1, is hilarious. But God bless him because he stepped in between 2 people that I would have never. I got 3 kids. I'm not stepping in between that. But they got dragged
Mike ain't
out.
stepping between that. He's not helping with no alligator. Mike is not getting into no altercations whatsoever. Okay.
I've risked my life.
That's actually the playbook for 2021. I tell my students every day to lay low and stay out the way. And it's because of cultural shifts like this. That woman looked at least 40. When I was growing up, you didn't see 40-year-old women looking like that until crack really ravaged the community. You didn't see people with like gray hairs and stuff behaving that way in public, like ever. When I was like really young, I'm talking about like late 70s, early 80s, you didn't see 40 and 45-year-old women swinging and cussing and spitting on people. And like, no. This is a paradigm shift. And I tell people it's going to get a little worse before it gets better. So I didn't cancel myself. I didn't wait till they canceled me. They didn't have to cancel me. I literally saw what was coming. And everybody always says, why are you not on this? Why are you not on that? It's because of things like that. They don't know where I live. They don't have any way to rate me or troll me or access me. No address popping up. No nothing.
And the funny thing is, I think honestly, she wasn't in her 40s. I think they were in their early 30s.
She but my thing is drinking early. You know, you look older when you live rough.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was 12. I spit in your face.
No, you're right about that. But the whole cycle of it, when you see. And I will thank God for being sober. When you see the ball rolling and you see where this can go, and I'm like, this can really. And I told them earlier, before you got on, Dr. Smith, I said, we're in Texas, which means everybody can have a gun in this club.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Everybody. Like, everybody is allowed to have a gun. So all I'm thinking as I'm recording this and I'm stepping back going,
I'm recording this.
I'm recording
that was Mike. He was taping.
Oh my God!
I'm ready to tell everything that happened.
Hold up.
You couldn't get to the stage, but you got to that record button.
Hold up. Let me tell you how sober I was. I was like, number one, you're not gonna blame my show for this happening.
Good point.
I said I'm gonna record this.
Document.
You're not gonna blame me for you not having any security here. And number two, this is good footage. So I stepped back. And as I was stepping back, I was looking around the crowd because I was like, there's going to be somebody who has a gun who wants to prove a point. Because when he choked this girl, the crowd was aghast. And they were like,
Wait, Mark,
Mo, you're muted. You're muted, Mo. You're muted.
It looked like he picked her up by her neck. Like it was one of those.
But then he did the grab, and everybody was like, oh, and I'm sitting there going like, what are y'all owing about? There's nobody who's gonna get her out of here except him. He's
you know the rules, Mike. You know that there's always a I don't care if she shot him in his chest. Once he started choking her, they'd have been like, oh, that's
she just shot him twice.
And they'd have been like, he choked her. That would have been the headline right there. But your camera work was real steady, so I didn't even know that was you, Mike. Yeah, I thought that was you were hella sober. You held that thing. You was focused. You was like.
And as I was doing it, I already knew my escape route. I said, y'all not getting me caught up on this.
Mike could have been on set. He could have been one of the cameramen on set, huh?
I need to tell the crew, yo, I know you need now. Mike Steadicam Shawn now.
It's Mike Steadicam Shawn.
Oh man. No, somebody made a joke about Generation X looking younger than everybody. And I thought it was funny, but the older I get, and the more I look at these so-called young people, right? Because to me, she looked about 42. Yeah. So when you tell me she's about 29, I'm like, all this Percocet, Molly, Casamigos, whatever they drinking, like, yo, Ford Loco, like, they should have came up on some Alizé or something. I don't know. Like, whatever they got going on now, you know what I mean? We just like, we had some weed and some drinks. Like, now they got heroin, Molly, and all, like, it shows. It shows in their behavior. It shows they look aged. I would have never when I was growing up, that woman, I mean, even the way her hair and her movements, like she did not look like somebody that had just got on the planet recently. She
just had a baby 2 weeks ago, Dr. Smith.
No,
had a baby 2 weeks ago.
Wait, where's the baby?
The baby is sitting with somebody right now. They got a babysitter. And this is what I was thinking. Because the guy was like, yo, we got a newborn. And we're going to jail tonight. Like he's yelling. He's like this. We're going to jail. So whoever has that kid for the next 2 weeks, because I know they ain't got the cash bail for both of them.
That's three stacks, $1,500 apiece.
I know they don't have the cash bail for both of them. And when I tell you this guy, he's gonna be taken. And this is why I haven't posted that video. I haven't posted it because he's gonna be taken, and they're gonna make him look like this demon.
Oh yeah, he might get arrested. Yeah.
And I'm not posting it because it's not fair. Because dude, He did
What?
everything.
We just did. This goes to YouTube. This fake is everywhere right now. So it's going to be footage of this. So if they really need it,
oh wow,
you ain't think about this.
No, we're not gonna be able to.
We're not gonna show anybody.
Every show is saved in
between us
YouTube
four.
at a minimum. At a minimum, every
we're
show
gonna
we do.
we're gonna heart out their faces. We're gonna blur out their faces.
All right, we do have to. We got to do something because so here's my commentary. Then that man did everything he could to try and protect her, to get her out there. He tried to get her out of there, and she refused. So when everybody kept saying, going crazy, like he's grabbing her, she was not going to listen to anybody who wasn't physically assaulting her.
Then you said she had already knocked out a few people.
She already punched the manager, and that manager's eyes swelled up. She had already been throwing blows and turning tables up. He was the only one. He was literally the only person who knew this is the crazy thing. If they would have if everybody would have backed away, right? If everybody would have minded their business and he just let him do what he has to do to get her out the club, they'd be home today. Because he would have got her out the club.
Because he knows how to handle his lady.
He know. I don't care how dysfunctional, how toxic, how crazy. I'm just saying there was no one except him that knew how to get her out that club. The cops, they needed 3 cops to get this woman out the club. And these weren't small cops.
Like they both got arrested?
Yes.
Domestic violence. Yeah. That's domestic.
The cops saw him doing that?
No. When they got there, the cops came in and he was just holding her. And the cops had already been called. So they dragged everybody out. They took her out and she wilded out on the cops.
You saw she had a shirt was there and hanging off.
Yeah, so
all she had was a sports bra on.
A bra on.
And the dude, and the dude is outside. They got him and he's explaining. He's like, yo, that's the mother of my daughter. Like she's drunk. But at the same time, he's wilding too. Because he's not cooperating. Because the cops were cool. It just, I don't know how this happened, but they were all black. And the cop was looking at me, and the cop knew me and said, hey, Michael Shawn, miss you on the radio. And he kept it moving. And he was like, he was telling the dude, I know what you're saying. But we can't let her go now. She got to go to jail.
He wilded out for her. He wilded out.
He was wilding out like, yo, just let her. Like she's drunk, but at that point, it's so severe that there's no turning back now. But my point was, if the crowd would have just let him do what he does, and not been so bougie on some, dog, she done knocked out 3 people. She done turned over tables. Like, let him get her out of here. But it didn't happen. And it was the most, honestly, as much as I'm saying this story with vigor, when I got home, I was like, it's the sad reality on the situation of the community that we have right now, that right now they're hemmed up. They're not bad people.
No.
Yeah. Some would argue that.
Probably been through a lot. Probably using some of that PPP loan money, trying to get a break. Had to spend 9-10 months.
Baby.
Not thinking, post-mortem, all that, like postpartum depression. Like she might be going through a whole lot of stuff. I got you. But unpopular opinion time. I have a daughter and a son. I don't want nobody touching either of them. You know why? Because I believe in equal rights. That means equal rights to get your ass kicked. I believe in it. And the more of a parent I become, I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling different if you put your hands on my son than my daughter. I'm not feeling different if you spit in my son's face and my daughter. I really don't. And I remember growing up, and I grew up hearing some silly things like, don't hit a girl. And I'm like, that's sexist. Like, I'm not going to not hit you because of who you are. I'm not going to hit you because I'm a decent person. I'm not violent and it's not fair. But whatever, like Mike said, if there's a situation where I feel like I need to defend myself, I'm not going to say, wait a minute, you got a vagina first? Like, what do you, it's so illogical. I remember when Dave Chappelle made that joke about, the woman's right to choose versus a man's right to abandon a baby. He said, if you had the right to kill that, then at least I got the right to abandon him. And he said, if I'm wrong, maybe we're wrong, right? And nobody wanted to address that, right? It's all this deadbeat dad, but her choice. Like, no, there's some things on our side that just aren't fair. You can take a life, but I can't even not give a check. I can't even move away. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you could punch me in my face, and I'm supposed to respond with what? With what? On what planet In what country do people get punched in the face and not respond by defending themselves physically? But we live in a society where people say, yo, man, he did good, man. He really held his composure. No, you don't punch nobody in their face. I remember Whoopi Goldberg got a lot of flack for that on The View when she was like, keep your hands to yourself. Everybody. That's the answer. The answer is don't put your hands on people because you can't have a negotiation or requirements when you put your hands on people. If you punch somebody in the face, you can't decide. And people say it all the time. I love people say this. Don't kick. Why are you pulling that? It's a street fight, dog. Don't get involved in street fights because a street fight means like poker game. I see your smack and I'll raise you a knife. And somebody else says, well, you brought a knife to a gunfight. That's just the way it works. You know what it means to me? Shut up, lay low, stay out the way, and mind your freaking business. That's what you do. You don't start smacking and he's not fighting fair. First of all, 9 times out of 10, the person sneaks the person first time anyway. When last time you saw somebody say, let's have this fair fight? So you got people that come up with a group of people, swing on one person, sneaking them. Then when that one person pulls out and Bernard gets the situation, everybody's like, oh, that's so terrible. Or, oh, that man grabbed one of them girls off the other girl because they was jumping his girlfriend. You came 5 deep. We talked about that with the 15-year-old girl with the whole cop situation. You come 5 deep with grown people to fight a child. Then everybody's like, oh, but don't. You have already decided no rules apply. You've already said no holds barred. Once you come up to my house, kicking my door, right? Once you swing on me when I'm not looking, oh, there's no rules now. There's no honor in that. If you say, yo, I need the fair one, then it's like, okay, everybody else step back, nobody jump in. You know what I'm saying? We got a code now. You come up from behind me and no, I could do whatever I want the same way you did. And if you got people telling you because you menstruate that you can assault people, then we need some serious changes in society. That is not right. And that's why a lot of these people, Instagram model, popping up dead, because it's not the reality. People are saying it, but in reality, when you do people dirty, when you manipulate people and take all their money, just like when you manipulate people and tell them you're not married and don't got no kids and all that, your tires get slapped. You can't, like, there's things that are supposed to happen, but everybody knows darn well when you play with people and you deceive people and you abuse people, karma is real, whether you're a man or a woman. So how about we just respect people and leave them the hell alone? And once we want to cross those lines, don't get surprised when people cross them back. And I guarantee you, somebody smacked me. I'm a child at this point. If I was in class and a student was like, what? And I felt my tooth come out, I'd be like, last day. It's my last day. I'm good.
No, you need to be the bigger person. You gotta be the bigger person. It's a female. You can't
No. I'm gonna be the bigger person because my smack gonna be better. You know, they had a challenge on New York radio. No. I'm gonna say I impulsively reacted. I had a moment. I'll do all that after with the lawyer. But in the moment, because this is the thing too. I've seen people get hit and then head hit the curb. I've seen that. I've seen it where it's like, wow, nobody meant for that to happen. But once somebody starts to put their hands on you, you could die just from falling back, right? Yeah. So once you smacked and you got that standing 8 count, you're going to hope they don't swing again? I remember Spado was talking about when he was locked up, he said, they called me punches and bunches, right? How do you know it's not a combination? Once I get hit, how do I know that they're not about to stab me? How do I know they're not about to hit me 3 more times and my head's about to hit the fire hydrant on the curb, right? And so no, I don't wait for that. Once my head goes back, I'm already out. Because I'm going to make sure that I get out of this situation. I'm not trying to assess.
So you tell your son to hit girls back. You would tell your son that. That's what you're saying?
No, I'll tell you what I tell him. I don't teach him sexism. I don't teach him, oh, women can't and all that. I teach him people are people. Because that's what people act like they want. People act like they want equality. But nobody want to pay for a first date. Nobody want to go downstairs when there's a knock at the door in the middle of the night. I don't play that. I keep that same energy. You want fairness, equality. Equality means when I smack somebody, I get knocked up out. If I went outside right now in Philadelphia, matter of fact, in Philly, I'd get killed. If I went to the corner store, if I went to the corner store right now, walked up to a young boy, 13, 14, it was like, get out of here. I better leave myself. I got about 10 minutes. And now with Twitter and all that, they're going to spin that block quick. Before he going to be live talking about, yeah. They're going to be outside that bodega spraying it. I lose my life. So if it's a death sentence for me to smack somebody, how are you just hooking off, punching random people every other night because you feel like, no, that's not equality. That's not equality. If you want equality, then we need to strive for equality. Now, if you want special treatment and privileges, then ask for that. Just ask for what you want and be clear about it. Because if you want to be able to hit people without getting hit back, That's not equality because there's no man on the planet that has that luxury.
But you're a punk. You hit a girl back now. Her dude, the brothers, the squad, everybody coming for you. Now it's real gunplay.
If you hit a girl back, it depends. It depends.
So if that 200 and she looked like she was about 210, 220, solid. She came and she gave you one of those open-handed street smacks across your face that, like Doc Smith said, knock your tooth out this way. You gonna tell me you're gonna be like, oh, don't do that because I can't hit girls. Nah.
I'm looking around for Michael Shawn Steadicam vibes. I had my going real quick. I might look around, but once I don't see no camera. No, you can't.
Dog, I got 3 daughters. I told them, don't put your hand on a man.
Mm-hmm. That's the best advice you can give them. That's one of the best pieces of advice you can give.
Get out of there in what situation? But that whole putting your hands on somebody, because nobody knows how they're gonna react. Like everybody can talk and everybody can, but you don't know in that certain situation at that heightened moment that somebody, the ultimate, I've said this on stage, I've said this whole joke on stage about people hitting their kids for discipline. I said, what is the ultimate disrespectful thing that could happen? What would be the most disrespect? And I always go, if somebody smacked you in the face, it's funny that Dr. Smith said that. I said, if somebody smacked you, do you think that's the ultimate disrespect? They say yes. I go, miss, if somebody smacked you in your face right now with the ultimate disrespect, they say yes. And I go, so why do we do that to our kids to teach them a lesson? You don't know how you're going to react to somebody. It depends on the moment. You could, at one moment, somebody could smack you in the face and you walk away. In another moment, somebody could smack you in your face and you grab a bottle and bash their head in till they're dead. You don't even know how to react. You don't even know how you're going to react. It depends on the moment in your life. Yeah. It depends on what's going on. It depends. I just lost my father. And you just decided that you're going to do this to me, right? I just lost my job and I can't pay none of my bills. I just figured out, like, whatever. Like, you, honestly, nobody knows how they're going to react to a smack or a punch in the face.
That's what Axon just said. He had a natural reaction. He said he's not proud of it, but a woman has got knocked out by him for swinging and hitting him in the face. Like the doc said, is more of a reaction from getting hit in the face. Like you just reacting. And it can happen.
No, I've been hit. I've been in those situations. I've been punched and started swinging. I don't remember saying like who's punching me. Like I've been in the club fight started like you just feel boom and everybody's swinging. Everybody's swinging, and that's the way you're trained so you can survive. It's not like I gotta assess this situation and what's the gender and like that. It's just not even logical to think that's the case. It's crazy.
And just like even in this, and I really truly feel bad for this dude because he's there's no way for me to explain what he was doing to people without him being judged. There's no way. But I know.
I'm saying they fit each other. So
they fit each other. Perfect. He's definitely not perfect. But my thing was like, dog, when I tell you this guy tried everything he could and then realized the only way to get her out this club was to get physical with her. And I'm like, they're not going to understand. And you're going to be locked up for a minute. And then they're not going to understand.
I was going to say, I've had this problem for a while. Cause I mean, and Mike has, and I don't know if you all have, but you've met people I've been around. And I'm always around people that are pretty demure, pretty quiet. Like I've never been with a woman who could get me into a fight before I want to get into the fight. I've never been, and I know that I've had a temper in my past and, I had court cases and everything else. So I always say, I need to decide whether my life is ending today. I need to decide whether I'm going to jail today. I need to decide whether I'm risking all this. I don't need anybody around me gassing it, hyping it, capping it up for some. My man gonna come. I don't need that. I've never been around that. That'll come get me and be like, you know what they said to me? Me and you can't mix because I know how I get down and I can hold back forever.
And that's a dangerous game.
Yeah, and
that's a dangerous game for any woman to play. For any woman to be like, I'm gonna call my man. You know how many people have dead brothers, cousins, because they done called them for some foolishness.
And it's not just women; it's dudes who pick up the bat phone. Everybody got the bat phone. Everybody got the bat phone that they can pick up. And there's sometimes like the bat phone is picked up as family members are about to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The bat phone ain't picked up because of some shit you got yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you gotta suck it up and be like, yo,
I got beat up and go home.
Yeah,
somebody gets beat up in a fair fight and go gets the whole block, and now you got 30 people out there getting shot, stabbed, locked up, and all kind of craziness. But no, it's real that I think put it this way, if you want somebody to protect you and all that and be the one to jump out there, then my side of the agreement is you got to be able to be told to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dave Chappelle said, you could shut the like at some point if somebody can't say chill, no, be quiet, get in the car,
Mm-hmm.
no, get outside, go outside. If we can't have that relationship, and I'm only saying that because I'm in the position that I'm going to be the one that might die now. I might be the one that might go to jail now, but I can't even tell you to shut up. I can't even tell you to get out. And I've seen it with so many couples where it's like, yo, why this dude will die for you.
You could tell they've been there before. You could tell that they done been like that ain't their first time at the rodeo. They have been there in the club before and she done cut up.
He might have another baby mama that's the same way.
Hey, Rob, yeah, probably does.
You will repeat that kind of pattern.
And then the other thing, and I've said this a million times, we applaud hotheads.
Mm-hmm.
We glamorize hotheads. We applaud hotheads. That's why, and I'm not saying this, and I'm not taking no shots at you, Dr. Smith, but that's why we applaud Tupac so much.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you said me. I was gonna say, I am a hothead.
No.
I was gonna admit it, be like, yeah.
No, but I didn't. But to be fair, we didn't applaud. You know what you did. You were just being authentically you.
People like the spectacle of watching people crash and burn. It's a beautiful display.
Exactly.
You end up with your name on a t-shirt and all that, but the show is something to see. It is. Watching people cuss out cops, get shot and come back and keep beefing, all that 50 Cent type Tupac stuff. It's a very entertaining show. It's a side show. It's a real spectacle. But in the end, it's family grieving, it's people with, the kids raising
like we don't never see an Instagram post compliment somebody for walking away from a beef.
Mm-mm.
I don't get no
in the hood, in the hood, you saw, he punked you, he chumped you, it's always something negative for the person who walks away from conflict.
And the irony of that is that when you walk away from certain situations, when you go back, but this is the thing about the hot-headed glamorization. When you think about it 2 weeks later, you go to yourself, I'm so glad that I didn't let that take me where it could have taken me. But there's not a great story to tell. I can't come on the show and tell you this great story on how I walked away from a situation where somebody was like, I was at the Starbucks and somebody said something.
That's y'all me.
Jay Black.
That wasn't me. What was that, Dr. Smith?
I got 50 windows open, so it could have been me. That's why I say it's me. I got 2 screens, so I always look around like, is that y'all or me? But
oh wait, that may be our guest. We have recording artists that are Grammy nominated recording artists.
Yes,
right now.
And please get his name right, Jay Black.
I gotta go to a faculty meeting today, so I'm gonna check out. So I can
Dr. Smith.
By the time everybody comes around,
Dr. Smith.
Yes.
I know you gotta go, but we have to talk. Dr. Smith, I was so disappointed in that rap battle.
It was underwhelming.
And I just want to say this.
Somebody described it as the uncles at the barbecue after they both drank too much, reminiscing on the old days when they start acting like who could beat in a fight at the barbecue. That's how they compared it.
And I really, and I'm gonna let you go right after this. I really thought of it as, I almost felt like they both cracked under the pressure of how much promotion got put, because I did not know. After I talked to you and we got into our debate, I did not know how many TV commercials were getting aired for this.
Our debate was way better than the battle.
And for the record, the battle was Reed Dollars versus Murder Mook, Philly versus New York, and Reed Dollars won the battle, and it was a big deal. Boom.
Dog, I was just, I was like, yeah, you're right. Our debate was better than the battle. All right, that's beautiful. Go to the faculty meeting. We got to talk about that next week.
Definitely.
All right.
J Black.
Yes.
Happy Friday, Tam said to Dr. Smith.
Yes, Tam.
I know.
Well, you know what? Before you announce our guest, J Black, I need for you to get his name right. Okay.
Okay, get it right. Let me hear. Bring him in.
It's Major. Okay. All capital letters. All capital letters with a period. Get it right, J Black.
My bad.
I thought he just said mate.
I did, but in the private chat, you know, it was clear that I left the symbol out. No disrespect at all. So let's go ahead, Mo. Introduce our guest. So let's go. Let's get it popping.
Well, he's a Grammy nominated artist. Nice. I know you've heard his song "This Is Why I Love You" on TikTok. You've heard it on all platforms, social media platforms. It is the wedding song of the year. If I get married, when I get married, I want him to sing at my wedding. Beautiful voice, just beautiful voice. Very inspirational. It's no other than Major.
Hey,
good morning.
What's happening, family? Man, it is early in LA.
Oh no, you are really early if you in LA. We don't even count time. Like we always say, it's so-and-so time, Central Standard Time, so-and-so time, Eastern Time, and on the West Coast, we don't even know what time it is. Like, god damn, that means what is it, like 6 a.m?
Bruh, it is 6:05, but I am here and I am grateful. I need that to be clear. All right. I'm grateful.
Major. First of all, thank you for taking time out. When did you know that you could sing? I'm always curious. Like
3
I knew
years
I
old,
was
man.
3?
3. It was real early. Cause I don't know exactly, cause I can only take account of what people tell me. My mama and them tell me, but David Burns, you saw me on Star. I was Queen Latifah's son on Star.
Yes.
But nonetheless, it was 3 years old when I told my mom I wanted to be a famous singer and a pastor. Because the pastors were the heroes in my community, and so
and they both got hoes.
Good morning, man.
Let's see what this is gonna be. Good morning, family. Let's go.
I'm not lying, right? I'm not lying.
And this is why we love you, because you're real. Let's talk.
That is the song.
Yes.
That is the damn song right there. Yo. When I first, okay, we're gonna get back to this.
I got a you and my family. This is great.
Yo, when I first heard that song, like, you know how you hear a song, but as a dude, you really can't get emotional because you're like, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, like I got watery eyes, like, yo, why is he doing this right now? Why is he doing this?
Bruh, it is so funny how many people come up to me and how many are like the hoodest dudes. Like they're like, yo, bruh, that song, man, just give me a second. That song, it hits me like it says everything I need it to say. So I just want to say thank you. Yeah, man, that song. And I'm like, it's all right, brother. Let it out.
Let it out.
That goddamn song.
You do that to you. Let it out. Let it out.
Let it all out.
Oh, I'm on a treadmill like, yo, I got to take this off. I can't do this right now.
I love it.
Now, did you write?
I did. I did. I wrote it.
Who were you writing about and who is she?
So listen. I knew Heartbreak. And I'm not gonna name her because I just out of respect, because I'm married now, so that don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got it.
1 year married, y'all. So anybody
Congratulations.
It's an adventure. It's an adventure. I ain't forcing that on nobody until you are ready for the adventure.
Are you on your laptop or your cell phone? Are you on your laptop or your
I'm
cell
on my laptop. Is something laggy?
No, can I get you on my Instagram Live? Is there any way we can get you on Instagram
Live? Yeah, we can
Live?
do that. Yeah.
At Mike Shawn Comedy. Can you request it on your cell phone so I can get you on my live?
Right now?
Yeah. If you
can say right now. You want to do it right now?
I ain't never done this before, but we about to do it. Here we go. Hey. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Is Mike Shawn? This Comedy. Is a perfect way to make sure people follow you. I love
this
that.
Is amazing. Yeah, this is You can block me right after the interview.
You go live with me right now?
Yeah, right. No, just right now, just casual.
Live on the live.
All right, hold on. I got you. Hold on. Let me put this. This is great. This is great. Here
And then you turn it all the way down. Make sure your volume's all the way down.
Yeah, we're gonna make this all okay. View request. There it is. I'm
okay, there it is.
Like me and this dude is cool forever. Like we're good.
No, but we are. Why not? You actually spell your name, the Shawn, like my brother, so that I kind of felt connected already, bro.
All right, so the song that you have is one of is one of them songs that even guys, we were talking about, everybody on my IG live, that when guys hear it, like, we really don't want to listen to it with anybody in the car. You definitely can't listen to it with another dude in your car. Like, I'm not playing it while Jay Black's one of my best friends in the world. I'm not playing that song, but by myself in the apartment.
Listen, Mike.
And I'm thinking about a certain B word. And I'm thinking
listen, Mike. Well, that may be the problem because you only dealing with B words. But when you start dealing with queens, you get confident to be able to be vulnerable amongst your village, your tribe, because vulnerability is actually a great strength for us men. We have to learn that it's a great strength to be able to release emotionally, but not to stay there. I ain't telling anybody to stay emotional because you want to acknowledge the emotion. The strength is in acknowledging the emotion and then returning back to, okay, we got to do something about this. You know what I mean?
Now, when you wrote the song, when you write it, like, okay, I've been a comedian for a long time, so I know when I write, there's a certain joke where I go like, oh, I'm gonna kill him with this. Like when you wrote the song, did you know immediately? Oh. Like after you wiped your tears, because you had to cry when you wrote this. But did you know exactly what you have created?
Listen, when I wrote this song, I knew this is the funny, because you seem to be the master of the funny. So let me handle that first. Okay. I was on set of a web series, and on the web series for the brother of Kev on Stage. I don't know if y'all ever seen that comedian. He's pretty popular on social media. But his brother had a web series called Flawed. It was low budget. This was before Why I Love You. So I took all my gigs, took all of them. And while on Flawed, they asked us what we wanted for lunch. And they said we only have, we're only having sandwiches. And I'm like, okay, we'll do sandwiches. And he said, they named the sandwiches. They said ham, turkey, or veggie, which basically meant lettuce, Right. And I was like, I'm a little high maintenance, been that way all my life. And I said, chicken salad sandwich. I want a chicken salad sandwich because I'm hungry. My buddy Jor-El Quinn was playing some lullaby music, so it was perfect. And they started filming it because I kept singing it until I got my chicken salad sandwich. And I finally got my chicken salad sandwich. The song that moment goes a little viral on social media. And the rest of my producer, Harmony, said, yo, that's a hit. What we doing with that? And I said, yo, I think we should get at your Chick-fil-A. And he said, nah, take it down. That's a hit. I said, first of all, I'm a grown man, but thank you for calling it a hit. And he said, nah, for real, take it down. Come to the studio. We're going to write a song to that. And I get to the studio and he says, let's write a love song. I promise you it's gonna hit. There's something about it. And so this is why I Love You just started flowing. And brother, words just start going. And honestly, at that time, like I told you, I only knew Heartbreak because I was fresh, not too far out of college. I knew, Crazy Heartbreak. And then I was like, yo, there is no constant love that I've experienced the way that we're told it's supposed to be, except for me and God. And God said, well, write about me and the rest of the world will sing along. So I just the words just started flowing, and the rest is history. We got people singing it at weddings, proposals, breakups, baby.
So for those who don't know, can you give us a little bit? For those who may have never heard the song before.
Okay, excellent, and shame on them, but there's room and grace for everybody. That's why we call grace amazing. You know what I mean? All right, but the song goes. It says, I found love in you, and I've learned to love me too. Never have I felt that I could be all that you see. It's like our hearts have intertwined into the perfect harmony. This is why I love you. This is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. Yeah, baby. I can't sing too much because y'all gonna have to pay publishing.
Listen. See, you know the game. You know the game.
I'm not. Listen, man, your vocal superpowers are amazing right now. Like, no,
and that's early. That's 6 a.m.
That's early. I know. that don't make no sense right now. There's nobody. All the people we've interviewed, there's nobody bold enough at 6 a.m. to even attempt what you just did right there.
I have a video on YouTube of me singing the song that got me my Grammy nomination, Honest. And it was 6 a.m. in Chicago. So I'm naturally on LA time, but I'm in Chicago singing it live in studio at 6 a.m. And bro, that was rough. That video, I'm like, I keep asking them, y'all think it's cool to take it down? Y'all want to take it down? I may have to report it soon because they running me through.
So your nomination, the Grammy nomination, isn't even off the
biggest song. Why I Love You has 123 million alone on YouTube. But Honest, my song that it says, I just want to be honest. Oh, honest. I can't do it without you. Don't want to let you down. I just want to be honest. See, you heard it. It hit me there. It hit me there. It came out that 6 a.m. hit me there.
Let me tell you something, Major. Yeah. God gave you that voice because he knows I'm a heathen. Because if I had that voice,
the thing he would do.
If I could do that, let me tell you something. I would get the planet pregnant and give birth to another planet. Like that is amazing. So you're an
jump
actor.
back on IG, Major. Jump back and fell off of IG.
Okay, my bad.
You're also an actor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A trained actor. I put in work for this thing. I've been at this thing for quite some time. But you know how they say overnight success. It's
never overnight success.
It's been quite a few years. I went to Berklee College of Music, and before that, I did a hold on, let me get back in with you. Did an intensive at Juilliard before Berklee, and then Houston Grand Opera. So I studied this thing for a minute, came out to LA, and it's unfolding, bro. It's unfolding.
So would you be in when you were at Juilliard and everything? So just cause I'm totally like naive to everything that goes on. Is there a certain thing, like a thesis that you have to do with Juilliard where you present something where you're like, I have to play a role or a scene or something like that in order to move on?
Well, for the full out program, absolutely. I was there for an intensive. It was a pre-collegiate intensive that I did right before going to Berklee in Boston. And Berklee and Boston, like Juilliard, requires what we call theories. Hold on, I can go live with you now. That kind of require juries. You've probably heard of the term jury, recitals, your senior recital, and things like that. So that's we had to do that for sure.
Now I know how like hands-on you are. Is there a scene as an actor that you've always been able? You like, this is the scene. Like you can nail this scene. Is there a scene in a movie that you actually go like,
let me get that role?
They lucky I ain't do this one because this is the one I really kill.
Honestly, there's lots of scenes that I say, but I try to honor the way in which people champion, their interpretation and they become the character, because I never want to kind of be on record for disrespecting that. But there's quite a few that I'm like, yo, had you called your boy, we would have had it. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reenact the moment Queen Latifah, aka Carlotta, on Star, told me that she was my mother. So I come in, I'm thinking I'm her cousin, I'm just her cousin, you know, Rashad. Her dad dies. Come to find out, Uncle Calvin, who is her father, happens to be my mother, but happens to be her father. So and my father too. Okay, because he molested her. So here we go. I walk in and I say, "You don't believe in me? You don't believe in me? I thought we were family. Huh? I thought we were family." She says, "We are family. I'm your mother." "You're my mother?" "Uncle Calvin?" "Nah, this ain't my life. This ain't my life." And sing.
And sing.
Yeah, you know, this just.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is why I love you.
That's emotion. I felt it.
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
the sample of it all.
I did.
I felt the scandal and the emotion.
I had the queen in tears. She was in tears, family. I was like, whoa, this is special, you know. But yeah, this acting thing, I mean it just as much. And I was Curtis Mayfield in the recent Genius Aretha with Cynthia Erivo on Hulu, so you could see that. Yeah.
What and this is always a tough question when people ask it. It's a cliche question. But my thing is, like, you've already done so much. But my thing is, like, I know you have bigger dreams. Like there are things that you want to do. Where do you see your dreams going? What, because there's no ceiling. There's no ceiling on this.
You know what I would say is I realize that I have accomplished a lot of stuff, because if we run down my resume, you'd be surprised. Oh, he did that. Oh, he did that. I've written, you know, and vocal produced Ariana Grande, Nathan Sykes, JoJo, a number of different things. I've been behind the scenes on a lot of things. I learned you serve in the capacity you ultimately want to conquer. So I learned how to be humble in spaces that were the not yet, it's not your turn yet spaces. But honestly, for me, I just stay grateful for everything, but at the same time, I'm hopeful for more. And in that hopeful, I try to stay ready, because there's a lot more that I want to accomplish. I want people to understand that I'm not just the singer who knows how to act, but I am absolutely both. It's the perfect segue to even talk about my new project, Major Hope Motivations, that I just released. Y'all making space for me to even talk about that is big, because that's just another dimension of who I am. I'm a hope dealer. I sling hope on a regular, on a daily, you know, and I have this way of connecting with some of everybody. You remember how we were talking about the hood dudes that come up to me to be like, yo, that why I love you, that honest, man, you just say what I need you to say. And I'm like, bro, I'm just here to help. I'm just here. I'm just dealing hope. You need some more. And so, you know, that's what I'm doing with this project. It's literally 8 motivations that a person can wake up to every single day. You play one of them. I have one that talks about grieving. It says, don't apologize for breaking down. Don't apologize for the inconsistency of your emotional release. Let it flow. As long as it's not hurting you or anybody. There's a hater. Let me tell you something, Paul. The balloons are for Major Hope Motivations. Now, let me tell you, 2 days ago, they were full, but I'm keeping them up here until they go down, because I paid the extra money for that special helium.
You got high flow.
72 hours.
You paid money for high flow.
The special helium.
Look, the sad part is, look at this.
I hate you, Action. Paul, we hate you, but we love you. We hate you, but we love you. How do we get the 8 motivations? How do we get that? How do we
It's literally just like an album. So when you're looking for Why I Love You, when you're looking for Honest, you can find major hope motivations everywhere, and you'll lock in. Real talk. Some of everybody is embracing this. Some of everybody. I know quite a few folks in this industry, and I know quite a few folks in life in general. I'm one of 10 siblings, and this one hits. It hits every single point.
You're one of 10 siblings?
Bruh, I got out.
You made it. You made it. You was one of the strong ones.
That's funny.
I made it. Listen, that's how I know how I have language for just about everything in life, because I done seen so many things. I got the family members that, you know, say the pastor's got all the hoes, you know what I'm saying? Right. I got them family members, so that don't throw me off.
Oh my God, yo, he said I made it. And I'm Puerto Rican, and you shocked me with the 10 siblings. Like, when you said 10, I said, Papa, slow down. Like,
when I say that, people like, you Cuban or something?
Yeah.
You Dominican or something? I said, nah, we just from Texas.
We just from Texas. All right. Because we want to promote and make sure everybody is aware of everything you're doing. I just want to give you another one, because you said you don't want to disrespect acting scenes and stuff like that. But as a singer, give me your top 5 songs of all time and give me a little bit of them.
Oh wow, you really putting me to work at 6:25 in the morning.
But you don't have to. We don't want you to go all the way in. You can humble.
Piece.
Like just
you know,
you ain't gotta go all the way.
I'll say this. I'll start. One of my favorite songs happens to be, it's a classic by Louis Armstrong. It says, "And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, they're pretty in the sky, and they're also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But they're really saying that I love you. I see babies crying, and I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world." I love that one. I
know David Burns just appreciated that.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, Major. Yeah. Jay Black's gonna kill me for this.
Yeah.
Your voice makes me want to cry.
You're welcome. It's okay. What did I tell you? This is still manly. Be bold.
I manly cry.
And then
I'm about to do some push-ups. I'm gonna do some push-ups.
Yeah, you gotta give me.
You gotta say it like this. You gotta say it like this. Yo, your voice.
Your voice tears me up. God damn it. Your voice tears me up. All right, give me another one. That was 5. That's a beautiful one. Give me.
You know, okay. So let's think current. Do it crying, but let it show. Do it crying, let it show. And that's me, because I literally don't know all the words. This woman's word. This woman's word. I just know that part, and that's all that I need. I can do that, and you ain't gonna act like that and hit you. You're not gonna act like that and hit you, because you got it real happy. Look at Jay Marie saying, "Oh, she."
Exactly.
It's early in the morning, and if women had panties on already right now, you would have sung them all.
Imagine doing that and say, "Oh, this is why I love you." Ooh,
what? You done remixed it.
They like,
open.
You know.
All right. Give me another one. We got 2. Give me another one.
I feel like a John Legend one. You got a John Legend one?
Yeah.
First of all, Jay, nobody.
Ordinary people. We don't have no place to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. So maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. I love that. John Legend is a hero. Music Soul Child. Love. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you'll look at me differently. Love. Yeah. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, for then on I knew that by you being in my life. Listen.
Major. How underrated is Music Soul Child?
Music Soul Child is you know what? I don't want to say underrated. It's just this new generation needs to get clear on who he is, because he ran my generation. Like,
yes,
he did.
Like, I took so many notes. Like, and I've been afforded opportunities, to share faces with him in my now adult space. But man, as a young, as a student in this thing, and still a student, forever taking it, but he still has it. He still has it. So I think he's massively underrated for the new generation. But once they hear it, do some homework and thank me later.
All right, Major. Now we've come to the grand finale.
Yeah.
We've come to that number one song, the one that in your mind has lived with you. And you're like, this is the all-timer of all-timers. It don't matter if you were 10, 15, 20 years old. The one. So far, we've had Wonderful, we've had Maxwell, we've had John Legend.
No, you ain't gonna just cheapen Wonderful. Wonderful is why we have radio stations now.
No.
It's called What a Wonderful World.
You get
that right.
What
you
a
get
wonderful
that right.
world. No, I have the song right. I listen to the song before I start working out every morning.
You better respect Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
You can't tell me nothing about Louis. Louis starts my workout every morning. Like every morning we start off. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
I see when. Don't get me started on it. Don't get me started on it.
Yeah, it was funny.
This is my voice is weak, but we have. Then we had Maxwell. John Legend got thrown in because Jay Black is a good.
Because I heard a little John Legend in his voice.
No. John Legend is definitely one of my favorite singers. But I remember in college when John Legend, when he came out, people were like, "Yo, you're on the radio," and I'm like, "Not yet, I don't think." And they said, "Nah, I just heard you," and I said, "Oh, that's crazy." And I had a song that I was like, "Oh man, they really showed me love," and it wasn't me. It was definitely John Legend. So
I remember doing a show with John Legend, was singing to a guy playing the buckets on stage. And Kanye was the dude that was coming before Kanye had fully taken off. Kanye had John Legend on tour with him. And John had the piano, but then he had this kid playing the buckets like he was in a train. And John Legend started singing to it, which was super dope. So no disrespect. Then we got Music Soul Child. Now we need the number one. The number one. It's a lot of pressure. I know.
It is a lot of pressure. And because it's a lot of pressure, I gotta go to my roots, and this gonna be anticlimactic for somebody who thinks pastors have a bunch of hoes. So I gotta go to church. I gotta go to church for me. And there's a song that literally helps me every single time when I need to kind of remind myself of why I do this thing and who's got me. And it literally says, "What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit." That means, oh, what peace we often give up. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything Mike Shawn to God in prayer. Don't ever get it twisted. It started with him and it ends with him, and it's gonna always be with him. You know what I'm saying? That's how we win in this thing called life.
There you go. There you go.
Major Hope Motivations available everywhere.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Major Motivations available everywhere. Is there anything we need to
say it right, Mike Shawn? I'm not going to say it's a Puerto Rican thing because I got
whoa. Am I not doing a capital?
Major Hope Motivations.
Major Hope Motivations. I'm sorry, I don't have it. Oh, I see.
Let's say it together. Let's say it together.
Major Hope
Motivations. You put it in your phone.
Major
Hope Motivations.
Yeah. Make sure y'all all support probably our best guest that we've ever had. We've never taken
I like that.
It's never gone this way. Like this is something like we've had Bill Bellamy, Lunel.
My brother. I styled Bill before it hit for me. I styled Bill Bellamy for one of his shoots, for one of his comedy shoots. Yeah, a few brothers that did a comedy tour. I had to style him for that.
What the hell don't you do? What don't you do?
Like,
listen. You're Puerto Rican. You know of all people that you do the work. You do whatever you got to do until it's time. You feel what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it.
Listen. Thank y'all so much. This has been dope. I was actually born in Denton. Y'all are in Dallas, right?
I'm in Dallas. I'm in Arlington right now.
Philly and Jersey.
Philadelphia and Sexy Philly, Jersey.
Yeah. Both Philly and Jersey show me mad love. Listen, and tell Auntie Patty LaBelle, she's like my godmother. Let her know that I said what's up if you know her, Jay Black, and if you don't, tell her you know me so she can give you some of her home cooking. You know what I'm saying?
They get that cooking.
Yeah. And Jersey, I got love for Jersey. And I was born in Denton, right outside of Dallas. So listen, I'm connected to all y'all. We're family.
Well, I need you to sing at my wedding.
Okay, listen, when it happens, hit us up. Because I'm proud of you.
Hey, Major, don't even worry about that one. Don't even worry about it.
Whoa. Shawn, I ended it with church. Come on, speak life.
I need you to speak life into I'm going to find my soulmate and I'm going to get married one day.
What he needs to do, he needs to listen. He needs to listen to Major Hope Motivations and he'll be talking different.
Major Hope Motivations. I said it right.
Real quick, Mike.
And here we go. After talking for 45 minutes, here we go with the real quick shit. We've had this man for 45 minutes, and all of a sudden he goes real quick. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to understand. I'm gonna throw a couple things at you real quick, Major. I'm just curious.
Bro.
What are you into? What would you prefer? Are you into designers or are you into thrift store shopping? Which one, if you had to choose, designer or thrift store?
If I had to choose, thrift store, because there's designers that I love have already done it, and all that stuff is coming back. But I respect a lot of these designers now because they're pulling from yesterday and making it fly for today. Keep going.
Are you a stand-in guy or you prefer going out?
Stand in when she doesn't know what she wants to eat. Going out when she figured it out.
We're always indecisive. You should be used to it by now.
To myself, how many goddamn questions he has? No, go ahead.
All right, just
that's
last
a
one.
hater.
Last
that's
one.
a hater. That's a hater right there.
I got a list, but I'll end it on the last one.
I want three more. Give me three more, Jay.
You want three more? Okay, three more. All right.
Real quick.
Real quick. Deodorant. Roll on or spray?
Okay, this is weird.
Yes, but you said three more. Let's go.
Roll on, but it's got to be the gel. If it's the powdery, I'm not doing it because it's getting all on my clothes.
The question was weird, but you got weirder with the answer.
Oh, let me tell you something.
It got to be the gel.
Mike, if you ain't figured it out yet, I'm gonna meet you where you greet me. I'm gonna meet you there. I got you.
All right, Walmart or Target? Walmart or Target?
Target, man.
Like, did you even have to ask that, J Black?
I got money now. I got a hit song or two. You know what I'm saying?
He sing This Why I Love You. Like, what?
This is why I love you. Imagine me just being in Walmart. I mean, I'll go sometime, but you know what I mean, Tarjay.
All right, last one. Oh, somebody wanted to know about prenups. We'll come back to that. Last one. Nasty sex or making love? You only get to choose one.
Both of them.
No,
I'm sorry. That ain't fair. Both of them.
Tell me, it depends on the time of the day.
It does. It does. But I just saw a video that went viral of somebody they reenacting on Viola Davis's page, reenacting TV love scenes and how it's just dramatic and no love is being made. It's just and ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening unless you a pastor.
Right. I'm gonna get you saved, Mike. Mike, you gonna get saved. Major hope motivations.
Don't let him knock you two more steps down from getting to the heaven gates. Don't let him suck you in.
Well, he ain't gonna block my blessing. I'm getting there.
Major hope motivations on everywhere that you copy your music. Major,
Yes,
let me tell you something. I don't know if we'll ever get you back on the show, but we would love to have you back on the show.
I'd be honored.
And we thank you for taking time out.
Maybe I can guest host with y'all one day. I'm totally down for it. I'm up for it. You let my
put your email in the chat for me. Put your email in the chat for me in the private chat.
I got you. You just really invasive. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world,
Sean.
Major. It's been my best friend for 15 years. Welcome to my epic world.
Yeah, keep them near and teach them right. You know what I'm saying? There it is, guys.
He's the only best friend that says, "Give me the last 4 numbers of your social."
Right. But that's Philly for you. That's Philly for you. They so real. They so real.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you dare complain ever that we don't bring people to this forum that can entertain you, that can school you, and do everything. Major hope motivations, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm proud of you, man. I believe in you. You was kind, you was smart, you was important. Man, I'm rocking with this team. Let's do it.
Thank you, Major. Thank you so much. Yo,
I love y'all. Y'all meet me on social media. Now that's Major, and I'll talk with y'all later. Peace,
Absolutely.
Right,
later.
That was
later.
Love it.
Oh, amazing. All right.
Yeah, I love his energy. He said hope is not the denial of reality, it's the commitment to believe greater is on the other side. Yeah. I love his energy.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes.
That was good.
Who said that in
Actually, Shawnee did it from the islands.
Shawnee did it.
Shawnee got an email from the
islands was staying in her butt. Like, she still set up a good interview.
That's great. Thank you, Shawnee.
Yeah,
good looking back on that.
Yeah, he got good energy. Yeah, he got good energy.
He definitely has good energy. That was good. I mean, pastors still have hoes, but I'm just saying.
I can't.
We never asked about the prenup. They kept asking about the prenup.
Yeah.
That might have been a little bit too invasive. That might have been too invasive, though.
I thought evasive was. I think that was being. I thought it was
invasive.
Invasive.
Yeah. It's invasive.
I think.
Intrusive.
Yeah.
What was that? That was a great interview with Major. He was great. Thank you, David Burns. See, Michael Shawn, you can do less hours. Yes.
You can't. He said you cannot.
Because we would have missed this hour.
Then we wouldn't have missed this hour. Then we wouldn't have had a great interview.
We could have just moved it up. We could have moved it up.
It would have been too early for him.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning where he's at. He came doing the 5 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I said y'all didn't listen to everything I said. So, Mike, we got a great idea. 15 minutes before the interview ends, do it real quick with Jay Black. Yes, I know.
Every time.
We do it anyway.
Hey, it was entertaining, though. I was entertained at that last 15 minutes. So, Kelly J? It was funny to me. It was funny.
And thank you for not mentioning anything about butts. And
I'm late.
I mean, you did really well.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh God! Call him back.
Friday. It's Friday.
I didn't ask for the number. I just asked for the email so we can figure it that way. But
it's Friday.
Patrice, you can go to YouTube, Patrice, and then you can rewind and see this full interview.
Yeah.
We'll have it up as well, but go right to YouTube. Right now, it actually is there, but you can wait till after we end up and go watch the full interview. I know you will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing,
but Mike forgot to ask him about
Damn, have
else.
you ever put it in her butt? God, that would have been great.
But not his wife. You can't ask him about his wife.
You can't ask that question about somebody who's married, Michael.
Oh, that would have been great.
And you did good. You did not mention putting it in anyone's butt for the whole show, and I'm just proud of you.
No, that would have been so great to end the interview, and be like, "Yo, before you go, just in your lifetime, have you ever put it in a groupie's butt?"
That cannot be an interview question, Michael.
That would have been like
to any of our guests.
This is why I love you.
He was doing so good. You was doing so good.
Yeah, he's up there with Johnny Gill as far as
absolutely.
Whose phone is vibrating like that? I hear somebody's phone.
Is it a phone?
Yes, it's a phone.
Someone,
it ain't your bullet.
Bo got a bullet.
Listen. I've graduated from that device. Thank you very much. We have graduated and moved on.
And you didn't hear John Legend in his voice though? You didn't hear that?
Nah,
I think that his voice is more mature than John Legend. It just from his fault. I mean, his falsetto is immaculate. His runs immaculate. I didn't know he studied at Berkeley. I really wanted to ask him what was it like studying as a black man at Berkeley, and just coming with all of that raw talent.
Oh, so what? He studied at Berkeley. Who gives
That's
a fuck about
major.
studying? So what? God,
Juilliard, Berkeley. That's major.
Go watch Relapse. Go watch Relapse again. Nobody.
Oh, Mike, you didn't ask about getting a vasectomy. Yeah, you forget.
Yes, you should have.
I gotta write this down. But y'all, listen, y'all. All y'all people right here. All y'all people saying this.
Those are your questions, Mike.
The comments could have came, but y'all could have asked us earlier.
People, I'm trying. Y'all know this. Help me. Like,
we're gonna have to get him back on. We're gonna have to get him back on.
It's a good question. A vasectomy is a great question. The butt.
Kelly, that's not new to me. I've been had that one. I know which one you're talking about.
All right, Mo, get like 2 stories. I gotta pee. All right, this is not even a black and mild break. Get like 2 stories. And then we'll come back. Everybody on the IG Live, thank y'all. Y'all rocking out with us. Have you seen the new toy movie? What's the new
she's
toy?
talking.
No.
They talking the bullet.
It's really
talk
not
now.
a new toy. It's not new. It's not a new toy. It is one of the latest crazes right now that all women who enjoy toys are saying, "Oh my gosh, it's the best orgasm that they've ever had." It's the one with the sucking thing. It sucks and vibrates at the same time. It's supposed to simulate oral sex. And it's sold out on a lot of Amazon platforms, a lot of ordering platforms.
Get yourselves a human mouth. Just how about that?
It's COVID. It's COVID. Michael Shawn,
COVID is done. We're done. We're over COVID.
And then we got the herpes lesson the other day.
Yeah,
I mean,
yay. Cold sores is real. Cold sores
can turn into that HV.
Before I forget, I must shout out my wife, Mike, before we go to break. Shout out my wife. She launched her because I forgot, and then it just dawned on me. I supposed to have been did this.
You're gonna push her to the end of the show with a shout out? That's terrible.
I completely forgot. She launched her website. She started her own business.
Yes,
so she launched the website.
Q.
I need everyone, please go to the website, click on it, let us see that you clicked on it, check the website out. It's goforitllc.com. She started her own business. She's doing her own thing away from me. So I just want to support her and completely slipped my mind. But Go For It LLC. Visit the website www.
You ain't even do it on my IG Live.
I know. I forgot.
Jay Black, you're not playing your part. You're not playing your part.
Lady Q, we're going to shout this out right now. GoForItLLC.com. Go for it. www. is the new website if you want to get the merch that you see with the Takeover Legends and everything like that. They got
any personalized.
A gang of, if you want your own personalized coffee cups, t-shirts, hats, anything is possible. Go to the website and get your own thing. If you want your family's name, like let's say the Johnson gang or
holiday, 2022 holiday or 20 whatever. You're right.
New Year's Eve 2022. Happy
classic.
Anything classic. There's a
I'm with Stupid Dummy with an arrow pointed to
Not towards me. That's funny. Just visit the site, bro.
Anything you want, visit the site. On Instagram, if you follow my Instagram, I'm sure there's gonna be something that we'll post that I can repost on there, and then we'll go at it again on Monday. So let's take a break right now. We will go right back to that. Somebody said Takeover Legends discount. I didn't agree to any Takeover Legends. Slow down, everybody. Pump their break.
Tam said, "Could you get a 15%?"
Tam was one of the first people that ordered and supported, and yeah, so Tam has been riding, and yeah, but now her website is up, and we appreciate the love and support. Well, she does at least. I'm trying to be a supportive husband, so thank you, Mike.
All right, give me 3 minutes. I gotta pee and smoke a black and
just
mild.
one song. I played a longer song. We the worst records. Here we go.
Well, play something longer. I mean, pause.
Yeah, Mike, what are we talking about?
We the worst records, baby. About to ruin another perfectly good song. Yep, true story. Used to date this girl. One night she got in my car. She just wanted to argue. She started talking bad about me. She started talking about my nose. Coming for me. I'm sensitive about my nose. So I had no choice. I had to make that walk. Make that walk. Walk your ass home, girl. Just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thought. True colors I never ditched the chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that bit walk. I guess you know where she's going. Yeah. Know you wanna fight. I can see it in your eyes when I picked you up at your front door. Matter of time, there's no reason for this fight. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dealing with this shit, and it's about to be on. Stop talking all the shit. Oh, she won't, so I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk her ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors. I've never dissed a chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that walk. I guess you know where she's going. Oh, nah. Clown my mom's hairdo when the couch is in the guest room. I'll make sure I keep her number blocked. Now it's time to play, go out on a date. I'll be partying till 5 o'clock. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, girl. You ain't the one I want. I can't stop laughing, girl, 'cause I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk your ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors are showing. Get out my car and stay out my car. You don't talk about my nose. I'm sensitive about my nose. We the worst records. Yeah, yo. Made that walk. That'll learn ya.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. All right, it's Friday.
Tap in. Tap in.
Go ahead, dude. We don't know if it's true. We don't know if it's factual, but we know it's alleged, and we got alleged with Sexy Mo. Go ahead, 2 stories, and we out. I'm about to take the illest nap. Oh, my nap is calling me right now. Oh my God. It's calling me.
Well, like everybody right now, Michael Shawn, people are turning on R. Kelly left and right in Baton Rouge. The city is no different. They are taking back the keys to the city. He got the keys to the city in 2013, and they apparently
Baton Rouge, shut your ass up, Baton Rouge. Shut your ass. You gave the keys. You can't take the keys back.
They have revoked. They have I guess put it on the floor of their town hall meeting or their council meeting, and they have revoked R. Kelly's privileges that he got in 2013.
Hey, Baton Rouge, handle other business that is really important. Nobody give a damn about what you gave the keys to or whatever.
He got the keys, but he ain't got the keys.
Did he have a song called Ignition? Like, stop.
Well, he ain't putting nothing in the ignition anymore because Baton Rouge is taking back their keys, and they are firm on that. And they said that the concentration should be on the victims and not R. Kelly, and so they're removing him from their roster.
Do y'all really think that we were really thinking about Baton Rouge giving the keys to R. Kelly? Do you think at some point we was like, yo, you know what the big picture of this whole thing is? Baton Rouge gave R. Kelly the keys to the city. Baton Rouge, if you don't shut them up, you gotta be kidding.
Well, Michael, Shawn, I have a good story for you because I know that you have always had a high love for girls who dance with girls.
Right.
Well, one of your favorite actresses, Gabrielle Union, she is saying that, hey, I'm a little bisexual. I like to go to strip clubs with women.
Gabrielle.
She says that she goes to strip clubs all the time. She drops thousands of dollars on female dancers. And I say, hey, it's an equal opportunity world. Men do it. She said basically she calls herself a strip club connoisseur. She said she can spend in the upwards of like $20,000 in one night on drinks and taking care of the ladies.
Gabrielle Union's a bit extra with me. She's a bit extra to me. Like recently she said this comment. I saw, and I didn't read it. I saw it. And she was like, if what happened between her and Dwayne Wade when Dwayne Wade got somebody pregnant when they took their break.
Mm-hmm.
She said, if that would have happened now, I wouldn't have stayed with him. And I was like, really, bitch? Like now you're gonna turn on. Y'all supposed to be in this loving relationship. Maybe I should have used the B word. Sorry, I take the B word back. Really, you're gonna say if that would have happened now, I wouldn't have stayed with him. I wouldn't have stayed. And you got this whole little sassy attitude about why. So why did you convince us that y'all were like this great family then? Like why'd you bamboozle us and that y'all had worked it out and everything like that? Now you're like, if I would know what I know now, I wouldn't have stayed. And now, like she looks like she really wants extra attention. And
I think that she's speaking to. I mean, I think that's really an authentic statement because when you're in it, you don't see all of the things, the pitfalls, the trials, and the headaches that come along with it. And I think that she's speaking from a place of hindsight. Like if I would have known I was going to go through all of that, I probably wouldn't have stayed.
So you don't F with his kid then?
I don't. And it may not be about the kid.
No, if you F with the kid and you got love for the child, you would have never said that.
You don't know if it's baby mama drama.
But you don't F with the kid. That's what it is. You still don't F with the kid. That's why we don't see the kid in any pictures, any family pictures. We don't see it on anything on IG or whatever.
Well, you don't know if the baby mama's like, you bet not have my baby all up in the pictures with Gabby. You don't know that.
They got enough money to fight for him to have visitation. So stop.
Well, we don't know all the particulars, but she likes to dance with girls, Michael Shawn, and drop a lot of money. So ladies, if you're in the strip clubs in Atlanta, make sure that you bust it open for a real one when she comes through the door.
I could really say something really ignorant, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it moving. Yeah, bust it open for her. God, nobody, and I do mean nobody, Mike. Really, bitch, I took the B word back. I didn't mean it. You give a real reaction. You wasn't calling her a B. It's just a term at that point. No, I really believe that you don't F with the kid, and that's why you still mad right now. And can't nobody tell me different because I've been in the same exact situation.
It's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, that's a hard pill to swallow. Michael Shawn, I've been in that situation, not in her exact situation, but that's a hard pill to swallow if you take a break from someone and they have a baby and you try to resume a relationship.
But Gabrielle Union's always been super super extra. She's always super extra when Dwayne Wade was playing basketball. She always needed part of the spotlight. She always needed part of the spotlight, even when she was sitting side on court side. It always had to be her being all emotional. Like, we don't see LeBron James' wife like that. We don't see her. We barely see her. But Gab always wanted to be like, I want to be right there. I want to be
super supportive wife.
Yeah, super supportive until now when she goes like, I wouldn't have stayed with him now. Oh, it's so funny. He's not in the league anymore. So now it's like, I wouldn't have stayed with him. Okay. What if you would have stayed if he wasn't in the league when it happened?
Well, she also normalized in her book eating groceries. You know, she talked about that. So well, I won't say normalized. Well, anyway, Michael Shawn, last story. Nicki Minaj, fans are dragging her. They're like, her eyes look different. They think that she's had plastic surgery to make herself look more Asian. And 50 Cent is coming out the woodwork saying that he wants to do a rom-com with her. So, you know, anytime 50 says that he's going to do a movie, and rom-com is romantic comedy, for those of you like Michael Shawn, is like, what the hell is a rom-com?
I saw that interview.
Yes. And so I'm wondering if they already have something in the works, because, you know, anytime 50 Cent drop little gems, is something coming up or coming down the pipe. Pause.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all not going to believe this.
Go ahead.
So one of the people that were at the comedy show, the two people who got into it, the couple that got into it, somebody DM'd me their chargers that they got for last night. Because, you know, it's public.
What did they get charged with?
They're public chargers.
Yes. What did they get charged with?
The gentleman got charged with assault and bodily injury, family violence, failure to ID fugitive for justice. So I guess he didn't ID his wife.
Fugitive for justice. Does that mean that she had a warrant?
I guess, but it said fail to ID fugitive from justice. Okay, so that was one. And these are the charges that, wow, this is funny that y'all said.
Is that that sounds like a felony? He has assault with the first two sound like felony charges.
Well, she caught assault causes bodily harm. She also failed to ID fugitive from justice, so they must have both had warrants. And she resisted arrest, search, and transport. Wow. Damn, they're gonna be.
They're gonna be sitting.
Yeah, that's one of those. And then shout to Kelly, who I didn't want to post the thing from Instagram, put it on Instagram, but Kelly already DM'd me and she added it to her story because she recorded the show. Jesus, girl.
Oh, wow, the fight?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, the charge is already there. I'm pretty sure the other 75 cell phones that were recording last night, I'm pretty sure somebody else caught it too and posted it.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that they both rode out for each other. Right. They refused to ID each other outside. But the fact of the matter is, the first two are felony charges.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. I thought the first two were felony charges. Yeah,
and they were just out. They just went to a comedy show to celebrate his birthday.
Can you imagine?
Can
you imagine going before the judge and the judge got to look at both of y'all asses like?
Yeah, I hope they settle that. It all depends on what their history is, because it looks like they both might have had warrants already. And stuff like
it's the weekend. If they don't get today,
no,
they're going to be sitting.
They're not out.
They're not getting out right now. They're sitting.
But who got the baby? See, that's crazy. Now the babysitter stuck. They get paid more.
Dog, like who got the baby more? Who's keeping the baby?
Who's keeping the baby?
Yeah, they gotta get paid more.
Today's Friday. There's a chance they could see the judge today.
If they don't see the judge today, it's a wrap. Yeah, until Monday, Tuesday.
Until Monday, Tuesday.
They could see the judge today because they got in there last night around 11:30. They probably got all the way in at midnight.
Today's it.
Yeah, they're gonna see, and they're in Arlington, so it's not a real high traffic unless they get transferred. Oh man, that is God. I know they woke up this morning like, what did we do?
Why? What?
You always
gotta be wilding out. You always gotta be cutting up.
Oh wait, Kelly then got insight. She must have Googled their charges and Googled public knowledge. They saw the judge this morning. Okay.
Oh, wow. So they got the first. You know, and I really want to emphasize this, dog. The dude had the greatest laugh ever.
Oh, more than likely. Okay.
Dog, he was laughing from the minute I got on stage, though. He had the greatest laugh ever. And I talked about, like, he made me laugh, but I knew he was super extra, right? I knew that they were on another level.
Most of the time when you high, you laughing.
Oh, does Nicki Minaj want to deal with 50 after 50 got backlash about make a bad comment on Michael K. Williams? Look, 50 don't give a damn. And Michael's family jumped on.
Nikki, yeah.
50 Cent saying what he said on his Twitter. Listen, 50 don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, what we didn't talk about was people not knowing Ray J and Brandy was related. We didn't talk about Rap City. Yeah, it was trending.
Brandy's brother.
How did they not know?
They didn't realize the younger millenniums is the.
I mean, it was all up in the song. It was all up in that song.
That's
Ain't that Brandy's brother?
Yeah.
Well, to those two people who came to my comedy show, the ironic part is that they actually paid to get into the comedy. They paid the ticket, so I really wish them the best. I wish them the best, man. I do. Yes. All right, we got to get out of here. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, and understand there's only one thing in life is guaranteed. If you get into a physical confrontation on the comedy stage, you will wind up in jail. You fight for everything else, including getting more drinks. Fight for your happiness. Don't let nobody take it away from you, man. It's Mike and Shawn the Takeover Legends. We will see you. That website right there that you see is Lady Q's website. Go there if you want to personalize anything, t-shirts, coffee mugs, anything. Go there and knock that out.
Everything.
Bags, anything. All right. I'm about to take a vicious nap. This has been great, y'all. It's been a great week. Shout out to our guest Major for coming on here and doing his damn thing. Mike and Shawn and the Takeover Legends, y'all. We'll see y'all Monday. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap.